Yes, people, a very, very happy morning to all of you. Thank you so much. So, guys, we started with a brand new topic in the last class, which was Accounting Standard 15, which talks about employee benefits. So, let's do a very quick recap. So, guys, the first point, the applicability of AS 15. Accounting Standard 15 is a mandatory accounting standard applicable on all the entities, whether they are corporates or non-corporates. However, SMCs and MSMEs are granted exemption. Where are they granted exemption? Somewhere in the recognition criteria, measurement criteria, and disclosure criteria. Under these criteria, these small organizations are granted exemptions. Okay, not okay. Okay. What is the objective of Accounting Standard 15? Framework says that whatever benefit you receive in this period, the corresponding expenditure needs to be booked, whether the money for that is paid or not. Yes or no? So, Accounting Standard 15, in the context of employee benefit, it says that if you receive any benefit from the employees during this period, in the same period, the expenditure needs to be booked, even though you are going to make the payment in future. Future means does not mean next year. It could be next year, next to next year, after 4 years, after 5 years. எப்போ வேணா பே பண்ணு. ஆனா இந்த வருஷம் பெனிஃபிட் நீ எடுத்தே அப்படின்னா its corresponding expenditure has to be booked in that year when the economic benefit is being received. And if the money is not paid, its corresponding liability is being recorded. The money of which will be payable in future. Okay, not okay. Fantastic. Then scope of AS 15. So the obligation of employee benefit starts from where? What is the triggering point of employee benefit? Sir, in the HR policy or in the employment contract, if I say I'll give you so much of employee benefit, only upon that will employee benefit get triggered? No. So employee benefit gets triggered in 3 different scenarios. One, you may have a formal plan or agreement with the employee. Plan will be registered where? In the HR policy. That I'll give you so much of leave encashment in future. I'll give so much of gratuity in future. I'll give you so much of pension in future. So that is mentioned where? In the policy. Sometime there could be some exclusive employee benefit available for a particular employee. So that will be mentioned where? In their employment contract. So this will give birth of employee benefit. Okay, not okay. Sometime the entity does not want to pay any employee benefit, but because of the compulsion of the law, we are supposed to pay the employee benefit. So that way also employee benefit is getting triggered. Third, I have not promised anything to the employee in writing that I will give you so much of employee benefit. Nor law compels me to give such benefit. But still, there is some employee benefit that you have to record. Example, Diwali bonus. Diwali bonus is a practice that has been followed in India by many entities for several years. So people now believe that bonus is my right to receive. And if there is a right to receive means there is a right to pay. Payment of any amount to employee becomes employee benefit. But such employee benefit is getting triggered under informal practices. These are the 3 different sources where the employee benefit will get triggered. Got it? Not got it? Meaning and categories of employee benefit. What is the meaning of employee benefit? The consideration that you pay to employee for getting the services. I get service from the employee. In return, in consideration, I have to pay something. No, that is called as employee benefit. So that's something what I pay should be only in form of cash, is it? No, it can be in any form. Any form of consideration that you pay, whether cash, kind, or any other form also. Everything will construe as employee benefit. Paisa kurta da employee benefit apdi kadiyadu. You can give that employee benefit in form of kind also. Got it, not got it? So all the forms of consideration will be construed as employee benefit, for which in return, what are you getting from the employee? Services. Okay. Now there are 4 categories of employee benefit categorized under AS 15. First is called as short-term employee benefit, STEB. Means what? The services rendered in the current year, the amount of that is paid within 12 months of the accounting period. So from the accounting period, calculate 12 months. I will get BMD. BMD stands for benchmark date. On or before benchmark date, if you make the payment aptina, then that kind of employee payable is called as short-term employment benefit. Got it? Not got it? Sir, if I make the payment beyond the benchmark date, that is beyond 12 months of accounting period, after 12 months of accounting period, but within the employment period, that is called as long-term employee benefit. What is it called as? Long-term employee benefit. Okay, not okay? Okay. Now there are some benefit that you pay on or after retirement or resignation. Retirement ஆகிற அன்னைக்கு, resignation ஆகிற அன்னைக்கு, இல்ல அதுக்கப்புறம் pay பண்ணக்கூடிய benefit is called as post-employment employee benefit. This term I have little modified. Last time I put as post-employment benefit. It is post-employment employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? Post-employment is one term, and the benefit what we give to them is called as employee benefit. So it is called as PEEB. Okay, not okay? Okay. Next comes termination benefit. Termination benefit. Two types of terminations are there. What are they? One is retrenchment. Retrenchment means what? We are removing the employee, not because of the disciplinary issues. We are removing because of our restructuring model, because of our internal business issues. We are removing them. Got it? Not got it? So on that case, we pay a compensation called as retrenchment compensation. Okay, not okay? Innonenadu? Voluntary retirement compensation, which is paid because of the voluntary retirement scheme. So we say a group of people, for you there is a lot of time to retire, but you're not that efficient. So better what you take? Early retirement you take. You take the early retirement on your will. Voluntarily நீ எடுத்துக்கோ. For this job, I mean for this retirement what you take, we will give you a compensation. That is called as voluntary retirement compensation. That is called as termination benefit. What is it called as? Termination benefit. Okay, not okay? Termination employee benefit. TEB basically. This in depth we discussed. Sorry, objective में 2 point रह गया. Oh my god. Oh, correct. Lakshita is telling in objective we forgot to discuss 2 points. This standard does not deal with, yes, this standard does not deal with employee share based payments. Basically ESOPs that you grant to the employees is nothing but employee benefit, but that is not been dealt with in accounting standard 15. Then you remember we discussed about defined contribution plan. So in defined contribution plan, you contribute the employee benefit to a particular trust or organization. And the trust organization and the employee benefit receive பண்ணும்போது கொடுக்கும்போது எப்படி அக்கவுண்ட் பண்ணோம்? That is not covered in AS 15. Got it? Not got it? So from whose point of view this is covered? From the employer's point of view it is been covered. Okay, not okay? So accounting and reporting by employee benefit plan of that intermediary is not been covered by AS 15. Now okay? So meaning of employee benefit over, categories of employee benefit also over. Am I teaching anything new? No. Whatever we have discussed in the last class, again I'm doing a quick revision. Next is applicability and extension of employee benefit. So this employee benefit is there. No, this is applicable to whom? Sir, only employees, sir. If the organization gives any benefit to the employee, that is only considered as employee benefit. Whatever benefit that is given to the family members, not employee benefit. True or false? False. AS 15 says that whether you give such benefit to employee or their spouse or their children or any other dependent people or to their legal heirs and nominees, all of that is considered as employee benefit. All of that is considered as employee benefit. Okay, not okay? Okay. Sir, this employee benefit should be only paid to the employee. If I pay to anybody else, it is not employee benefit. True or false? False. So this employee benefit, you can directly pay to the employee. If employee is not available, you can pay to any of their family members. Who are the family members? Spouse, children, other dependents, legal heirs or nominees. Okay, not okay? Okay. In the first case, this amount is paid to these people directly by the organization. Directly by the organization. Generally, this is என்ன தெரியுமா? Defined benefit obligation. That is defined benefit plan. We discussed in the last class. No, in the plan, what amount we will contribute directly. We will contribute directly. Some part of this will be handed over to the intermediary and they will also further contribute. But generally, there are certain things that we directly hand over. For example, gratuity amount எவன் கொடுப்பான்? Some intermediary will give or we will give? We will give. Got it? Not got it? So employer will directly give the gratuity to the employee. That is one point. But in some cases, some employee benefit we don't directly give. We give to intermediary. The intermediary will give to that employee. Example, PF, EPF. We contribute. Employer's contribution, both are given to the government. From that, they are handing over to the whom? Employee. Got it? Not got it? So, if any employee benefit is indirectly paid through any other party, even that is also considered as employee benefit only. Okay, not okay? Meaning of employee. meaning of employee. The term employee is not been defined in AS 15, but they have told that all this will be considered as employee. So if you have any person who's working full time in your payroll, then that person will be called as employee, and any money that you pay to him will be categorized as employee benefit, and for that AS 15 should be applied. Sir, what about part-time employee? Part-time employee are not employee. So the money that you pay to them is not employee benefit. So on that AS 15 not applied. False. So part-time employee are also employee covered under AS 15. Permanent employee, casual employee, temporary employee, all these are employee, and if any money is paid to them, that will be called as employee benefit, and such employee benefit should be accounted as per AS 15. Got it? Not got it? We discussed about each and every item in depth in the last class. So again, going through all this point doesn't make sense. Apart from that, one more relation is treated as employee. Full-time director. I'm the director of Kalpavrish Academy. So between me and the organization, there is a employer-employee relationship. So if any benefit is received by me from the organization, or if the organization is giving any kind of benefit to me, that also will be considered as employee benefit. So full-time directors and other management personals. Okay, not okay? Super. Then also we spoke about two things. We have to be very clear with contract of service and contract for service. Contract of service is nothing but employment contract, and because of this contract, an employer-employee relationship gets established, and because of this relationship, if any amount is paid, that is construed as employee benefit. However, in some cases, we do contract for services. Contract for services is nothing but a service entered with the professional people to provide some professional services, such as internal audit, lawyer services, architect services, etc., etc. Those are called as contract for services. And the contract மூலமா நீங்க pay பண்ற amount is not employee benefit, because between us and them there is no employer-employee relationship. So that is not employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? Super. Then we discussed that this employee benefit plans are there. No, is being categorized under two categories. One is called as defined contribution plan. Second is called as defined benefit plan. In defined contribution plan, what happens? Under this type of plan, there are certain types of employee benefit where we contribute the amount every month or every quarter or every half year or every annual. We contribute. What we contribute, with that our liability gets over. In future, it will get accumulated, and whatever the accumulated value comes, we pay to the employee. With that, our responsibility is over. Got it? Not got it? So in this plan, we contribute some amount compulsory in one fund. We have to contribute the amount compulsory in one fund. That's why the name is what? Contribution plan. And this contribution sometimes is done by only employer, sometimes is done by both employer and employee. Both employer and employee has to be contributing. Hence it is named as contribution plan. Got it? Not got it? So here there is a compulsion on your head to contribute the amount to a specific fund. Now there is something called as defined benefit plan. In this benefit plan, there is no compulsion on you to contribute amount. நீ என்ன பண்ணலாம்? சேர்த்து வச்சுக்கலாம். கடைசியா you can hand over that money to the employee. Got it? Not got it? But even though we say defined benefit plan, contribution not required, still you will contribute. Where wherever you want. Sir, what does this mean? இப்போ எல்லா மாசம் 10,000 நான் வந்து சேவ் பண்ணணும். எதுக்கு? மொத்தமா I'll pay the money where? To the employee in future. So that money, will I keep in my hand idle? No, I will invest it wherever required. That investment is called as contribution. But that investment I can do wherever I want to do. There is no restriction. So when I do some contribution, where there is no restriction, I can do wherever I want to do, how much ever I want to do. And that is not contribution plan. That is what plan? It is benefit plan. It is benefit plan. Contribution plan means what? You compulsory have to contribute a specified amount for a specified period in a specified place. Got it? Not got it? So you have a restriction there. But here there is no restriction. If you want to contribute, you contribute in some investment or keep the money idle. How much to contribute? It is your responsibility, your headache. Nothing from any law side. Got it? Not got it? So that is called as defined benefit plan. So in defined benefit plan, what do you say? Once you retire after 10 years, 15 years, I'll give you a lump sum amount. This benefit I'll give you. Got it? Not got it? So on the benefit, என்ன இருக்க போது நமக்கு தெரியாது. Question mark it is. Now why it is question mark, I'll discuss now when I do a practical question. Got it? Not got it? So in case நீங்க வந்து expect பண்ணீங்க, upon retirement I have to pay 10 lakh. But due to inflation, 10 years கழிச்சிட்டு this became 12 lakh. This became 12 lakh அப்படின்னா அப்ப extra 2 lakh who will bear? Shortfall. employer only has to bear. Got it? Not got it? Hence, it is called as defined benefit plan. So, whatever benefit you have promised, that promise should be delivered at the end. If there is a shortfall, appadina, we have to bear it. We have to bear it. Now, your doubt will be, sir, why there will be a shortfall? Because நாம ஃபியூச்சர்ல எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிருப்போம் இவனுக்கு மொத்தமா 10 லட்சம் தான் கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிருப்போம் தோராயமா அந்த எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் மாறி இருக்கலாம் இல்லையா அப்ப அமௌண்ட் will undergo a change. It can be more or less. So accordingly, if it is more appadina, you have to pay more money from your pocket. So liability can subsequently be increased in defined benefit plan, but that kind of headache will not come in contribution plan. In contribution plan, whatever I'm contributing, with that my liability is over. Above and beyond that, nothing is required to be contributed. Okay, not okay. For defined contribution plan, I gave you the example of PF. Remember? இது ஒரே ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான் இருக்கு இது பேஸ் பண்ணி there is no other example or sums in the ICI module. I think one is there. When it comes, we'll see. Otherwise, nothing specifically. To be very honest, this is not your CA intermediate topic. When the syllabus got changed in 2024, it came from final to intermediate. So up to 2023, this was not a part of your CA intermediate syllabus. It was a part of your CA final syllabus. So if you see, there are very limited questions that has been covered by ICI here. So மொத்தமா பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 25-30 questions குள்ள தான் இருக்கும் மொத்தமாவே. Because that much only is asked in the intermediate level. Got it? Not got it? Okay. So last class we saw this example, no? This Provident Fund example. This is an example of defined contribution plan. Very easy it is. Whatever I'm contributing, அதுக்கு expense book பண்ணுங்க. Corresponding liability is getting booked. For example, employer contribution. What am I doing? Whatever employer is contributing, create liability. ஏன்னா இந்த பணம் ஃபியூச்சர்ல பே பண்ண போறேன். And that money becomes your expenditure. Very simple. So in contribution plan, whatever the contribution amount is, book expenditure and corresponding liability at the absolute value. At the absolute value. There is no forecasting done here. There's no forecasting done here. But in case of defined benefit obligation, forecasting will come into picture. Now how that comes, we'll see one example. So if you're ready, can I start now? Till this we discussed in the last class. The next thing that we are supposed to discuss is what is the accounting treatment under defined benefit plan. So for this, I'll take one example. Example 1. This is not there in your group. So if you can take a photo of this question alone, it will be great. Like donkey fellow, don't everybody take it. Anyone take it, put it in the group. Who's doing it? Bhuvan is doing. Okay. And Lakshita is doing. This question alone. Okay, can I start now? So this is a question for defined benefit plan. Defined benefit plan. The money that is payable under defined benefit plan is called as defined benefit obligation. DBO. Defined benefit obligation. So this term you have to remember. Example 1 says that A Limited has benefit for its employee, which means we are providing some benefit to the employee. Employee benefit. What type of employee benefit? 3%. I'm giving 3% of something to employee as employee benefit. 3% of what? 3% of lost on salary for each completed year of service. Purida? A Limited is giving some kind of employee benefit. What kind of employee benefit? Whatever is the last drawn salary. அதாவது நீ வந்து இந்த ஆர்கனைசேஷன் விட்டு போவே இல்லையா, which will be your last year of working, last month of working, whatever is the last month of working, last year of working, அப்போ futureல whatever is your salary, 3% of that I will give. 3% of the salary for each completed year. For each completed year. Got it? Not got it? So now current salary is given 10 lakh. Current salary is given 10 lakh. On this 10 lakh, can I multiply 3%? On this 3 lakh, can I multiply 3%? No, because the 3% is on the last drawn salary. Means what? Nee retire aave 5 varsha kalichu. Appo 5th year la what salary is there, that salary I should take, and on that I have to multiply 3%. Got it? Not got it? But have they given that salary? No. What have they given? Present salary. Appo na future salary I have to forecast. So which means in benefit plans, we have to include all the forecasting related work. Got it? Not got it? Okay. Remember this point. I have a lot of things to add here, which I'll come and discuss eventually. So now the question further says that escalation rate means what? Increment rate is 5% per annum. Every year, how much salary will I increase? 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. So with this 10 lakh, if I keep on adding 5%, 5%, 5%, 5% for 5 years, will I get the last drawn salary or not? Yes. உன்னோட current salary 10 லட்ச ரூபா. அடுத்த வருஷம் what is your salary? 10 lakh plus 5%, then plus 5%, then plus 5%. In that way, with 10 lakh, if I add 5% for 1 year, 5% for second year, 5% for third year, 5% for fourth year, and 5% for fifth year. Not 4 years, just add as of now. 4 years if I add, I'll get the future salary. I'll get future salary. And the future salary oda 3% da your employee benefit. Got it, not got it. But wait. In the calculation irukku illaya, they can twist the language in anyhow and they can ask. So what and how they can twist, I'll discuss. Now we'll go aram se. Discount rate, inflation rate is 8%. Hold, I'll tell you what to do with this. Number of increment till retirement is 5 years. How many increments? 5 increments. How many we have added? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more 5% you add. So motto 5 increments, people. Motto 5 increments. A Limited has planned, has a plan asset of 20,000 at the end of year 1. It invests, it's okay. Keep this pending. I'll not discuss this right now. I'll discuss this later. Question is clear? What are they asking people? What is the requirement? Calculate expected benefit. Second, calculate the allocated benefit. Then asking the calculate the current service cost. Then they're asking calculate the interest cost. Prepare liability schedule. Oh my God, Harin is like, oh, இவ்வளோ இருக்கா? பார்க்குறதுக்கு அமுல் பிபி question. 4 lines question over. Requirement 8 line போதே. Prepare ledger for plan asset and provision for present value of DBO. Prepare extract of P&L and balance sheet. Assume the benefit is paid in the 6th year. Oh ma. This one question is called as Bahubali question. Entire concept of DBO is being covered in this topic. சுத்தி இதுதான் வேற எதுவும் கிடையாது. Can I start? You will observe, not do anything. You have to just observe. Powerful observation I want. Got it, not got it. I'll give a chance for you to work out in the next question. இப்போ observe பண்ணுங்க, எல்லாமே documented. No need to practice. In fact, go home, take this question as homework. Okay, va? Okay. People are happy. Oh my God, oh no hard work today. Oh. Calculate expected benefit. Expected benefit means what? What is meant by expected benefit? Benefit na what benefit are they talking about? Employee benefit. Sir, இப்போ நீங்க வந்து 3% கொடுக்குறேன்றீங்க இல்லையா ஒரு எம்ப்ளாய் பெனிஃபிட். அந்த எம்ப்ளாய் பெனிஃபிட் நேம் என்னது? There should be some name for it, no? Is it gratuity? Is it pension? Whatever you take doesn't matter. For all of them, the calculation remains same. Employee benefit name can be anything. But the calculation of all of them remains same. Got it, not got it. So this employee benefit, you may ask, sir, what type of employee benefit this is? This could either be long-term benefit or it could be post-employment employee benefit. Got it, not got it. For both of them, this is the accounting treatment. Short-term employee benefit, PF payable every month. Adod accounting treatment last class over. Today focus is on long-term employee benefit and post-employment employee benefit. For both of them, the accounting treatment remains same. So under this, there are multiple type of employee benefit. Gratuity is coming, pension is coming. What else will come? Leave encashment will come. What else will come? நிறைய விஷயம் வரும். நீ என்ன வேணா பேரிட, எல்லாத்துக்கும் இதான் calculation. Okay, not okay. Now, they're asking, what is your expected employee benefit? What is meant by expected? Is it present or future? Future. They're asking future employee benefit. Future employee benefit. Future salary கேட்கல. He's asking future employee benefit. How do I calculate? How do I calculate? Sir, the question says that whatever is my last drawn salary, 3% of that will be provided for 5 years. For each completed year of service. ஒவ்வொரு சர்வீஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணினா 3% கிடைக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி how many years of service you will complete? 5 years of service you will complete. So 5. In the 5 is given in question. 3 is given in question. Yes or no? What is not given? Expected last drawn salary is not given in question. But how do we calculate that? Hint of that has been given. Yes or no? What this question says? Current salary is 10 lakh. Number of increment is 5 years. Number of increment is how many times will you increase it? 5 times. And what is increment rate? 5%. What is another name for increment rate? Escalation rate. Escalation rate. In exam, they will not give increment rate. They'll give you escalation rate. This is the keyword that they use in the exam. Escalation rate. 5% in draw. So how do I get it? 10 lakh plus 5% if I do, I'll get a salary for next year. That is second year. Ipada first year. Idan first year, boss. Current year is first year. Got it, not got it. Now, if I add 5%, I'll get second year salary. If I add one more, third year salary, then fourth year salary, then fifth year salary, then sixth year salary. Okay, not okay. So total salary is how much? 10 lakh plus 5% plus 5% plus 5% plus 5% plus 5%. How much it is? All of you do and tell me. Calculator se karo. This you have to do. Calculation part you have to do. Are you getting the same answer? 12 lakh 76,282. So current salary plus escalation rate. Now the question will tell you for how many years you have to escalate. In this question, what they have told, 5 years. Don't add further logic. Avena solrano that we have to follow. Okay, not okay. Tell no. Now, once I got the last drawn salary, with the last drawn salary, if I multiply 3%, what am I getting? 12 lakh 76,282 into 3%, how much it is? 38,288 is the employee benefit for 1 year. We said that for each completed years, I'll give you 38,288. In employee is expected to complete how many years? He is expected to complete 5 years. Understand pannunga? This we are calculating today. Today we are believing that he will work for 5 years. Actually, whether it will work or not, I don't know. But what is the expectation? He will work for 5 years. Over completed years, will pay him 38,288. Like that, if he completes 5 years, how much would I pay in total? Multiply by 5. 1,91,442. Okay, not okay. In this question, the formula to calculate the expected benefit is given this way. In some other question, they can twist also. You know how they'll tell? They will say the expected benefit is 40% of expected last drawn salary. Upin draw. Ab how do you calculate? 12 lakh 76,282. Just 40% you'll do. Don't multiply the term income. Language another. Whatever is the last drawn salary, 40% of that is expected benefit. Purinjida? Appana, in the formula can keep on changing in question to question. Yes or no? Is there any particular formula I can make you by heart? Sir, Anji case, make us by heart. Not possible. They can twist this in any different manner. Purida. So on the spot, keep that presence of mind, a little bit of English knowledge, little bit of mathematics knowledge, and you have to create the formula on spot. Okay, not okay. Hell no. So I got 1,91,442. What is this? Employee benefit, which I have to pay in future, which means I have an obligation to pay this money in future. Such kind of obligation is called as defined benefit obligation. Defined benefit obligation. Tell me one thing. This 1,91,442, is it contribution plan or benefit plan? Contribution plan apnina in the amount irukku 38,000 chiller what you got. Every year I have to deposit in some fund. Like that, there is a compulsion on my head. In the case like compulsion irukka illa. But this is not contribution plan. What plan it is? Benefit plan. So benefit plan la arise our obligation is called as defined benefit obligation. These are the key terms used in your financial statement. The defined benefit obligation is a kind of keyword that is used in any financial statement. So if you take any financial statement of any company on whom accounting standard is applicable, they will use such language only. Got it? Not got it? So this 1,91,442 what you calculated is called as expected benefit. Expected future employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? Benefit, now what benefit are we talking about? Employee benefit. It is understood. Expected means what? Current or future? Future. Appa future la mottama and the employee pay pannakudi amount is 1,91,442. So far, comfortable, not comfortable. The reason why I'm going very slowly, the reason why I'm repeating, because from here, things will get very, very technical. A lot of people leave the hope on this chapter and they don't study this, rather they skip and go. Because things gets complicated from here and they leave it. But we have worked very hard and we are working very hard. Every single student of mine, if this question comes in exam, you have to crack it down. That is the target. Right? So we'll go aram se, we'll do multiple questions. I have no problem. But the confidence that we'll gain in this chapter should be higher than any other student studying anywhere else. Got it? Not got it? expected benefit done. What is next? Allocated benefit. You tell me, people, forget what they are telling. உனக்கு என்ன புரியுது? Allocated benefit உனக்கு என்ன புரியுது? Allocate in each year. Very good. இப்போ 1,91,442 is the total amount that I have to pay in future. So இதுக்கு amount நான் சேர்த்து வைக்கணும்ல இப்போவே. 5 years later, I want to buy one house. I want to buy one house for 1 crore rupees. 5 years later, from today, should I start saving or not? Yes. So after 5 years, I need to buy 1 crore ka home. How much money should I have after 5 years? 1 crore. So at the end of the 5th year, 1 crore, bussun appadi vandruma. You have to put effort to save that money. So what will you say? Okay, I have 5 years in my hand. Every year, let me work hard and save the money. So how much money will you save? By 5 years, appadina, 20 lakh rupees should be your saving every year. Which means what? You've allocated this 1 crore into 5 parts. Got it? Not got it? So that employee benefit நீ கொடுக்கணும் இல்லையா? அது உனக்கு pressure. That pressure you cannot take in 1 year. That pressure will bifurcate in 5 years. ஏன் தெரியுமா? அந்த எம்ப்ளாயி கிட்ட இருந்து நீ சர்வீஸ் வாங்குற பாத்தியா? எவ்வளவு வருஷத்துக்கு வாங்குற? 5 years. So when you're getting benefit for 5 years, then the expenditure also needs to be allocated for 5 years. Got it? Not got it? This we are doing in correspondence with which concept? Matching concept. So this allocated benefit is calculated because of the matching concept. The matching concept says that this 1,91,442 is the money that you're paying for receiving services for 5 years. You're getting benefit for 5 years. Apana, this amount also needs to be apportioned over a period of 5 years, just like depreciation, just like amortization. புரிஞ்சுதா? So 1,91,442, if I divide by 5, I'm getting 38,288. This is called as allocated benefit. Any problem? 2 steps done so far. First, I calculated the expected benefit. Now is allocated benefit. In this, any doubts if you have, please ask me. Online people, இது ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்ததுன்னா கையோட கேட்டுருங்க. I'm not in hurry. Any doubt so far? Online people, any doubt so far? Tell no. Switch on the videos, all of you. Online people, switch on the videos. Now tell me, online people, any doubts? Okay. My simple question to you, Lakshana, this 1,91,442 இருக்கு இல்லையா? When will you pay this? When will you pay this? Future. இன்னில இருந்து 4 வருஷம் 5 வருஷம் கழிச்சு பே பண்ண போறோம். கரெக்ட்டா? இப்போ பெனிஃபிட்ங்கற என்ன பெனிஃபிட்? In this AS 15, which benefit are we talking about? AS 15ல benefit அப்படினா which benefit are we talking about? We are talking about employee benefit. Okay, well, benefit na employee benefit. Expected means what? Current or future? Future. So future benefit is how much? Future employee benefit is how much? This 191,442. இதான் கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா நீங்க? And this amount is called as defined benefit obligation. This money you have to pay in future, இல்லையா? Liability. So liability another name is obligation. Got it? Not got it? And this obligation is created because of the benefit plan, not because of the contribution plan. Yes. And guys, this benefit is defined. Yes or no? In the percentage fixed ஆயிடுச்சா? What is meant by defined? Defined here means that the amount that you're going to pay in future, in percentage wise, it is fixed. Adam plan fixed. But amount vary ஆகாக. In the LTS vary ஆச்சு அப்படினா your final amount will also vary. Got it? Not got it? But broadly, the plan is fixed. If I give 3% means giving of 3% is fixed. But the 3% we calculate on LTS. If LTS changes, your ultimate amount also will change. Got it? Not got it? If we leave that part, this plan is defined. Hence, it is called as defined benefit plan. Any money that you have to pay under defined benefit plan is called as defined benefit obligation. Now, okay, Lakshana? Okay. Thank you. Can I say we are in the current year? This is current year. Yes? In the current year, where are we standing? In beginning of the year, middle of the year, or end of the year? Beginning. middle இருக்கீங்க. Okay. When we are doing this calculation of employee benefit, where are we standing? Beginning of the financial year, middle of the financial year, end of the financial year? End of the financial year. When we create any provision, when we do any adjustments, we do always at the end of the financial year. நம்ம இங்க நிக்கிறோம். So after this, how many years of services he has to do? மொத்தமா 5 boss. மொத்தமா 5. இது first year is doing in the current year. அப்போ future how much? 2, 3, 4, 5. When is this employee benefit going to be paid? 6th year is the period when the employee benefit is going to be paid. Somewhere here, employee benefit paid. Got it, not got it. இங்க நான் எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட் பே பண்ணணும்? 1,91,442. 1,91,442. Are you able to understand this diagram? So today I'm standing here. I'm calculating that in future I have to pay so much. So today I will not create any provision. Today I will not record any expenses. Today I will not record any liability. Panlama? No. AS15 does not allow. Matching concept will not allow. What is matching concept saying? This 1,91,442 what you're paying in future is because of what? What is the condition to get this money? The condition is that the employee has to work for 5 years. For every 5 completed years of service, he will get 38,288 per year. But what is the condition to pay this money? That this employee has to work for 5 years. For each completed years, he's getting 38,288. Okay, not okay. But when the benefit is coming during this period, in the period, 38,288 should be recorded as expenditure or not? Tell me. I have to record the entry. So, when will you record the entry? At the end of the year, I have to record the entry. Got it, not got it. So, AS15, in consideration with the matching concept, says that since the benefit is received in current year, the corresponding expenditure also should be recorded at the end of the year. This is called as recognition concept. Recognition concept. Okay, not okay. AS deals with 4 concepts. What is the first concept? Recognition concept, measurement concept, presentation concept, disclosure concept. So recognitionல என்ன தெரியணும்? எப்போ entry record பண்ணணும்? So when to record entry, I've told you. Okay, not okay. What entry to be passed? What entry to be passed? I'll discuss now. That both information is coming from recognition concept. Next is what? Measurement. Measurement means what? நீ போடுற entry இருக்கு இல்லையா? அதோட amount என்னவா இருக்கணுங்கிறது இப்போ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறோம். So 38,288 is what I'm saying you have to record. What do you say? Sir, at the end of the year, I'll record the entry expense account debit to liability or provision for employee benefit or provision for gratuity. I will record 38,288. 38,288. Tell no. In the amount, we'll record the entry. In the amount, we'll record the entry. Tell no. Lakshya saying okay. Oh. Plus, whenever we're recording the future liability, always remember inflation. Always remember inflation. Whenever inflation comes into picture, what will come into picture? Discounting will come into picture. Sir, what's that inflation you're talking? Discounting you're talking. What is this? In CA Foundation, we studied one topic called as time value of money. That concept is applied here. Got it, not got it. So in your entire inter and final, wherever accounting standard Ind AS is coming into picture, 100% discounting will come into picture. Got it, not got it. Now listen. According to you, means according to some people, what did they say? Sir, 191,442 is there, no sir. Divide by 5 years, record is 38,288 automatically. Fulla record பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்றீங்க. இந்த amount fulla record பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது, what are you telling me? Sir, start working hard, arrange this much money. Start working hard means what? Do that much business where your business is able to generate so much of money. But I'm telling you, as a CA, businessman need not run to work hard to earn this much money. 38,288 வந்து நீ வந்து சம்பாதிக்கிறதுக்கு ரன் பண்ண வேண்டாம். No, understand why I'm telling this. Tell me one thing. Two Jan people might know what I'm discussing now, but again, I have to repeat this point because we have May people also in the batch. So they don't know what is this concept. So I have to repeat at least for them. Tell me one thing. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, we'll keep. What was the rate of masal dosa in Annapurna? Ask your parents, no. Call and ask them. Call, I'm waiting. 30 years ago, what was the value of one masal dosa in Annapurna? 25 rupees. அவ்வளவுதான். 1990s, 1995, or you can say 2000. During this period, approximately, don't go and ask Annapurna, what was the dosa rate? தோராயமா சொல்றேன். How much it is? 25 rupees. Today, you are in 2026. Same masal dosa. In fact, size reduced. Size reduced. Tell me, people, what is the rate now? 150 rupees. Oh my God. My question goes to all of you. Simple, logical question. 30 years before, the same masala dosa you're getting for 25 rupees. Now you're getting for 150 rupees. Why? So much profit Annapurna is making. No. Over the period, the prices of the raw material has gone up. That is called as inflation. Got it, not got it. Appana, earlier, if you give 25 rupees, you got one masala dosa. Now, if you give 25 rupee, what do you call it? 25 rupees, you will get how much dosa? 150 divided by 25. How much it is? Tell no. ஒரு வாய் மட்டும் தான் கிடைக்கும். You'll get only one வாய் of dosa. Yes or no? Tell no. Only masala will come. They'll not give masala only. They'll give only batter. You go and do dosa at home. Why? The value of money depreciated over time. 25 rupees வந்து முன்னாடி மதிப்பு ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி. இன்னைக்கு அந்த அதே 25க்கு மதிப்பு இல்ல. அப்பனா the value of the money is gone down. The value of Indian rupees is depreciated over period. Got it, not got it. Appana, with time changes. If time changes, the value of the money also will change. That is called as time value of money. Time value of money. What is meant by time value of money? With time, if the value of the money changes, that is called as time value of money. Got it, not got it. Appana, this money, 150 rupees, what you're going to pay in future, நீங்க என்ன சொன்னீங்க? அந்த 150 divide by 5, you record that value here itself. Is it right? Who will consider the effect of change in the time value of money? So that has to be considered. Got it, not got it. So how do we do that? Very simple. This is current year. This is future year. Future yearல ஒரு ரூபா உங்க கையில இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா இன்னைக்கு how much should you have money? How much money should you have if you are investing at 10%? In your calculator, please do 1 divided by 1 plus R. 1 divided by 1 plus R. R is how much? 10%. 10% means 10 by 100. In decimal, how much? 0.10. 0.10. So 1 divided by 1.10. And press equal to 1 time. 0.9091. Now understand, very important. இன்னைக்கு உன் பாக்கெட்ல வந்து 0.9091 இருக்கு இல்லையா? இதுல நீ ஒரு சாக்லேட் வாங்கலாம். You can get one chocolate for this amount. The same chocolate, if you want to get in future, same one chocolate to get in future, if you give this much money, no, the shopkeeper will not accept. He will say, give me 1 rupee. So over a period of time, the value of the money changed or not? Yes, it changed because of inflation. This 10% is what? Inflation. Because of inflation, the rate has changed. Because during this 1 year period, during this 2 year period, what happened? Raw material prices went up, because of which the selling price went up. Cost went up, selling price also went up. Got it, not got it? Hell no. Okay, no. Now my question to all of you, in future you have to pay 1 rupee அப்படின்னா today how much should be there in pocket? இவ்வளோ வந்து உன் பாக்கெட்ல இருக்கணும். சரியா? அதே மாதிரி in future how much am I going to pay? 38,288. 38,288. Now what should be the corresponding value? திருப்பி சொல்றேன். I want to pay 1 rupee in future. I want to buy one chocolate in future for 1 rupee. Today, how much money should be there in my pocket? 0.9091. Also remember, this will inflate in between. So, it becomes 1 rupee. Got it, not got it. அதே மாதிரி This 38,288 is the money that I have to pay in future. What is its corresponding value to be there in your pocket today? உன் பாக்கெட்ல நீங்க எவ்வளவு பணம் இருந்தா this will become so much in future. 34,807. So when I create the provision entry, no, I will not create the provision for 38,288. I will create the provision for this much money only. Got it? Not got it? Now your question is, sir, if you pass an entry, employee benefit expenses account debit to provision 34,807, 34,807 நீங்க வந்து என்ட்ரி போட்டீங்கன்னா எப்படி சார் இந்த பணம் வரும் உங்ககிட்ட? Because the money that you are supposed to pay at the end of the 1 year is 38,288. How will this amount grow? நீ எந்த இன்ஃப்ளேஷன் ரேட்ல டிஸ்கவுண்ட் பண்ணியோ அதே இன்ஃப்ளேஷன் ரேட் 10%ல ஐ வில் இன்வெஸ்ட் மணி. அப்பனா this 34,807 I will invest somewhere at the rate of 10% or more so that my inflation is covered. Got it? Not got it? அப்பனா என்னோட பாக்கெட்ல இருந்து எவ்வளவு பணம் போடுறேன்? 34,807. This I will invest in some investment at the rate of 10%. Please add 10% to this. Same amount you'll get 38,288. Yes or no? So from this way to this way, if you go, no, this is called as compounding. What is it called as? Compounding. From the base amount to the future amount, from present amount to the future amount, if you travel, that is called as compounding. நீ 1 lakh rupees போட்டல் FD ல at the rate of 10%. What will you get in future? 1,10,000. Got it? Not got it? This is called as compounding of money. Compounding means what? Growth in the value of the money. நீ போட்ட அமௌண்ட்டுக்கும் இப்ப எடுத்த அமௌண்ட்டுக்கு growth ஆயிடுச்சு. That is called as compounding effect. Got it? Not got it? But when the same thing is done backwards, it is called as discounting. What is it called as? Discounting. Got it? Not got it? புரிஞ்சுதா? Why did I do discounting? Because the reason why I did discounting is because if I record 38,288 as my liability அப்படின்னா it is not being prudent. You're not being a prudent businessman. As a prudent businessman நீ என்ன ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண தெரியுமா? இது இல்ல, இது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணணும். சரி, இது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணா அமௌண்ட் கம்மியாயிடும்ல? எஸ். அப்ப நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? அந்த இடத்துல இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பண்ணணும். As a prudent businessman, you will never keep your money idle. You will want to invest the money. So to encourage you to invest the money, the concept of discounting is done. புரியுதா? It is very convenient to say, sir, discount பண்ண வேண்டாம், 38,288 வந்து நீங்க provision create பண்ணுங்கன்ட்டு. For this, you have to run, boss. You have to work hard to save so much money. Sir, chiller amount only, no sir, 38,288. I'll work hard and save money. Arey donkey fellow, this is not 38,288 rupees. This is 38,288 crores. What is the difference? 34,807 crore minus 38,288 crore. Difference என்னது? What is the difference? 3480 crore. போடுவியா இதுக்கு? You have to save 3480 crore extra to pay 38,288. So what does a prudent businessman says? I will run. I will work hard. I alone will not work hard. I will work hard and generate 34,807 crore. I'll have money in hand. No. This money also I'll invest. I'll make this money also run for 1 year. So I'll run. I'll save this much money. This money will run. It'll earn so much money. ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்த்துட்டு 38,288 crores வந்து we will save. Got it? Not got it? Clear or not clear? Tell no. புரியுதா? Why do we do discounting? We get the discounted value so that we are encouraged to invest. So whatever is the inflation amount, that inflation amount we are absolving it. We are recovering it by investing. Okay, not okay? So when I do discounting, I don't create the provision at the higher amount. I create the provision at the true and fair amount. Got it? Not got it? இதுக்கு தான் நான் உழைக்கணும். 34,807 தான் நான் உழைக்கணும். Extra interest, who will run? Who will work hard for it? Investment will run for it. I will not run for it. Got it? Not got it? That is business. In business, you have to think like this only. So on that concept, this is been developed. Okay, not okay? Tell no. Online people, tell no. When are we paying this money, people? When are we paying this money? In the beginning of 6th year. In the beginning of 6th year. Okay, va. 5th year la an employee service பண்றான் இல்லையா? During this period, what employee benefit is getting accrued? 38,288. Yes or no? During this period, how much is getting accrued? 38,288. During this period, 38,288. 38,288. And here also, 38,288. Yes or no? This money, I'm creating provision on 31st of March. இன்னைக்கு pay பண்ணோம். அடுத்த நாள் 1 April I have to pay the money. Yes or no? So for this, any discounting will come? For this, discounting will come? No, because here, whatever the value of the money is there, same is the worth of the money next day. அப்போ next day நீ எவ்வளோ pay பண்ணோம்? ₹1 pay பண்ணோம். அப்போ இன்னைக்கோட மதிப்பு என்ன? Same ₹1. Got it? Not got it? Today's money is worth the same ₹1. If you come to this calculation, 5th year you're getting provision for 38,288. 5th year when 31st March, whatever the date is, you're creating. சரியா? இந்த அமௌண்ட் நீ எப்போ பே பண்ணப்பா? அடுத்த நாள் 1/4 பே பண்ணும். இந்த 1 dayல will that much be the change in the time value of the money? No. அப்போ what I'm going to pay on 1/4 same is the value 1 day before also. Yes or no? அப்போ always in the discounting column, the last year is there. No. I will take this as 1. Any problem? Tell no. No problem? Okay. இப்போ 4th year இருக்கீங்க. 31st March. When is the payment of this going to happen? After 1 year. After 1 year. So I want to know what is the 1 year ka discounting factor. So how will I do it? 1 divided by 1.10 பண்ணுங்க press equal to 1 time. It is 8%. I'm so sorry. It is 8%. அப்பனா sorry, it is discounting factor is 8%. See here people. Discount rate inflation is 8%. Up how do you do it? 1 divided by 1.08. If I press equal to 1 time, I'll get 0.926. 0.926. If I have to pay ₹1 in the beginning of year 6, இன்னைக்கு என் பாக்கெட்ல எவ்வளவு காசு இருக்கணும்? 0.926. 0.926. Got it? Not got it? So therefore, if I have to pay 38,288 in future, but what should be my corresponding amount that I should have? Cross multiply. 38,288 multiplied by 0.926 divided by 1. Cross multiply. So purila sir. Okay. I'm just focusing on year 4 and 6. Just focus on year 4, 6 people. My simple question to all of you, in year 4, at the end of year 4, how much money should I pay? Actually, 38,288. Ana, idhukku na provision create panna maten. This money, actually, when I'm going to pay? Beginning of the 6th year. So in the beginning of the 6th year, how much I'm going to pay? 38,288. Okay, va. Now take ₹1 as a base. In future, நீ ₹1 pay பண்ற அப்படின்னா, at the discounting rate of 8%, இன்னைக்கு உன் பாக்கெட்ல எவ்வளவு காசு இருக்கணும்? 0.926. If ₹1 of future is equal to 0.926 of present, then in future 38,288 what I pay, what is his current present value? Cross multiply this. So it is 38,288 into 0.926 divided by 1. அப்ப இன்னியோட வேல்யூ என்னது? present value 35,455. So 35,455 is its present value. So in the amount is called as present value. What is it called as present value? To convert this money into 38,288, what are you supposed to do? This money you're supposed to invest it at the rate of 8% minimum or more than that. 9, 10, 11% you can invest. Got it? Not got it? So in exam you cannot sit and do so much, you know. So what will you do? 38,288 multiplied by 0.926. Okay, not okay? Now come to year 3. How do I get this discounting rate? ஒண்ணு இல்லைங்க, 1.108 you've done. No, equal to press பண்ணீங்கன்னா 4th year ஓட வரும். One more time equal to if you press, you will get the previous year, which is 0.857. Got it? Not got it? One more time you press equal to, you will get 0.794. One more time equal to you press, you will get 0.735. Got it? Not got it? So now I'm talking about the first year. We are at the end of the first year. Yes or no? We are at the end of the first year. When are we supposed to pay the money? 6th year beginning, I'm supposed to make the payment. Yes or no? How much money should I pay? 38,288. 38,288. In future, if I have to pay ₹1, today, what is the value? 1 divided by 1.08 equal to, if I do one time, I'll get this discounting factor. Equal to one more time, this discounting factor. Equal to this. One more time equal to this. This means what? Beginning la. Apona in the value varum. Purida. Got it, not got it. Clear or not clear? One more time you want me to explain? I did only 4 times. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth is 1. In a 5th year end and 6th year beginning, both are 1. Same. Upon equal to 1 time here. Equal to 1 time here. One more time if I press equal to, I'll get the value equivalent to this. Got it, not got it. Apo 1 divided by 1.08. 4 times if I press equal to, what am I getting, people? Zero point 7350. Okay, wow. Apana, you have to create expenditure. You have to create expenditure of employee benefit and the liability for this much amount. Got it, not got it. But sir, in future I have to pay 1 rupee. No, sir. No problem. This you invest at the rate of 8%. Investment in the same 1 rupee will come. Okay, not okay. So, for 1 rupee of liability, the present value is 0.7350. Therefore, for 38,288 worth of liability, what is the present value? If you multiply, you will get 28,142. Got it, not got it? Tell no. Got it? No problem? Okay. This calculation, what you're doing is called as calculation of current service cost. An employee benefit or cost, that's service cost. Why it is called as current service cost? The money that you're going to pay in future, what is its present value? What is it? Current value. Hence it is called as current service cost. Okay, not okay. Sir, in real life and all, will they use all this language? This is financial statement of Axis Bank. Financial statement of Axis Bank. On Axis Bank, Axis Bank is listed. On Axis Bank, Ind AS is applicable or AS is applicable? Ind AS is applicable. Kuchi edithu adipanana. On bank, Ind AS is applicable, even though they're listed. No, what is applicable? Accounting standard is applicable. This is why I say, in regular intervals, what are you supposed to do? Revision. Because we are Gajani. We have the habit of forgetting. But people don't take me seriously. This is bank. Listed bank. On listed bank, accounting standard is applicable. Got it, not got it. This is their employee benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses to be shown in P&L. Idoda breakup anandrima. Split up, not breakup. Sorry, split up. If I say breakup, people go to their memory. Split up. Current service cost. What is it? Present value of the future employee benefit. That is called as current service cost. Got it, not got it? Hell no. So how do we calculate this, sir? How do we calculate it? First column is year column. Any problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always the last year is there. No, will be 1. Because you're going to pay the next day. So value of the money, will it change that much? No. So value of the money will change because there is a 1 year gap. Here there's a 2 year gap. Here 3 year gap. Here 4 year gap. Because of that, the difference is coming. Next day na pay pannona, next day 1 ruwa na, iniki 1 ruwa da irukum. So always your last year is going to be 1 only. Got it, not got it. And you will climb backwards. Logic explain panta. Exam, you cannot apply so much of logic. So I'm putting shortcut also in your head. In this topic alone, we have to go ulta. So 1 rupee, then 1 divided by 1.08 equal to, one time if you press no, 0.926. One more time equal to 0.857. One more time equal to 0.794. One more time equal to 0.735. You have to go ulta. Got it, not got it. In your note also, you should not get confused. So what did I say? Last year put 1. And apply the discounting factor, go ulta. Shortcut, I want to feed your mind. So concept also explain. From examination point of view, how to memorize also have, put that in your mind. Okay, not okay. So like that, if I multiply people, I'm getting total current service cost is how much? 1,65,095. The money that you're supposed to pay is not this. It is 191,440. Appa ivlo paisa inga varum. From where will I get it? Yes. This much money I will arrange. Who am I? Employer. By doing extra hard work in business, in the paisa I will arrange. This money after I arrange, I'll invest in some investment. Now that investment will accumulate the difference amount. So my hard work and that money ka hard work, investment ka hard work put together, it will become how much? 191, 440. Got it? Not got it? I don't know. So investment, I'll do it elsewhere. Investment, I'll do it elsewhere. Okay, wow. Okay. From the employee, you're receiving the service. From the employee, you're receiving the service. Correct? From employee, you're receiving the service worth how much? 191, 440. Now listen, I'm going to tell you one important point, which is to the next concept. Interest calculation. Listen now. After 5 years, that is in the beginning of the 6th year, in total, how much money are you paying to employee? 1,91,440. To be very honest, from him, the benefit you're receiving, no, the benefit is always equal to your current service cost. Ama service pannalia. The employee who gave the service, no, its cost is how much? 165,095. அப்போ நீ வந்து extra amount pay பண்ற பத்தியா? What is the difference amount? Tell me. 26,345. Extra money you're paying is not because of the employee service. It's because of the inflation. Inflation nala this amount நீ pay பண்ற. Got it? Not got it? So this 1,65,095 will be called as current service cost. Means what? This much worth of service is extracted from the employee. அதுக்கு பேர் தான் current service cost. இந்த சர்வீஸ் எப்போ கொடுக்குறான்? ஃபியூச்சர்ல. பட் இதோட current வேல்யூ என்ன? This much. Hence it is called as current service cost. அப்ப இவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நான் பே பண்றேன் இல்லையா? என்னது இது? இது இன்ஃப்ளேஷன். இன்ஃப்ளேஷன் we record here in form of interest. புரிஞ்சுதா? We will capture this in form of interest. So this interest we will classify under employee benefit or finance cost. Interest இருக்கு இல்லையா சார்? வட்டி. Where will you classify this? Will I classify? I'm talking about schedule 3. In schedule 3, this interest of 26,345 will you classify under employee benefit or finance cost? Confusion வந்துச்சா? இதுக்கு தான் explanation. Tell me now, online people. 26,345 interest will I classify under finance cost or employee benefit? Say no. Inky pinky ponky, father had a donkey. Guess. Finance cost? Finance cost. What is meant by finance? What is meant by finance? Funds raise பண்ணோம். I've raised the funds for the business. For that, if I pay interest, அப்படின்னா finance cost. நீ funds raise பண்ணீங்களா? Have you raised the funds here? No. So this interest is in form of inflation. புரியுதா? So this will be classified under your employee benefit. Oh my God. Interest on the defined benefit obligation. What is my obligation here? 1,65,095. This is your defined benefit obligation. On this, the interest what I called is called as interest on defined benefit obligation. Where do you categorize this under? Employee benefit. Logic clear or not clear? You ask this question to any other people. They will say what? Finance cost. Because nobody will go in this depth. Anyways, are you clear with this now? This 26,345 is the inflation interest for entire 5 year. I want to know per year. I want to know per year. Okay, not okay. Because every year you're supposed to record the interest, boss. Every year interest I have to know, no? So what will you say? Very simple, sir. 26,345 divided by 5. I'll send you back to 11th standard. If you say like this. You are supposed to calculate. You are supposed to calculate. How to calculate? This through this liability sheet, I'll teach you. Before that, sir, we calculated CSC, no? What is the accounting treatment for it? What is the accounting treatment for it? It is current service cost account debit to DBO payable, defined benefit obligation payable, or provision for PVDBO. Provision means what? The money that you're going to pay this in future is not 100% certain. நீ கொடுக்க வேண்டிய அமௌண்ட் வந்து 100% இதுதான் கொடுக்க போற அப்படின்னா liability. To creditor, I have to pay 1 lakh rupees appadina. That 1 lakh is liability. Because what is liability? The amount that I'm going to pay in future is certain. That's the liability. Now, what is provision here? This also have to pay money in future, but exact money is not known. So for that, we create a provision. So when you study the topic called as Accounting Standard 29, in that, in depth, I've explained what is meaning of provision. In that, we create a provision of PVDBO, provision of present value of defined benefit obligation. So what is my defined benefit obligation? 1,91,440 is defined benefit obligation. Its present value is how much? 1,65,095. For that, we're creating provision for 1 year, 28,142. Got it? Not got it. This current service cost is my due entry. At the end of the year, we transfer this to P&L account under employee benefit. So what is the closing entry for this? P&L account debit to current service cost. This will go to your employee benefit category. Okay, not okay. So is the accounting treatment clear? So recognition aspect says that this entry has to be passed at the end of year. When entry to be passed? Told. What entry to be passed? CAC to DBO payable or provision for PVDBO. Okay, not okay. So when to pass? How to pass? Entry told. Measurement aspect has taught us at what value should I record it. So this discounting is done. No, this has been taught by measurement aspect. Measurement aspect. Got it? Not got it? Tell no. So far clear? So being current service cost recognized by creating provision for present value of defined benefit obligation arising from the employee service. We believe that to the extent of this money in the current year, year 1, we have got so much of services rendered during the year. Okay, not okay. Okay. Next is liability sheet. Means what? I need to calculate the interest. I need to calculate interest. My simple question to all of you, this entry you created, no? Past, no? When did you pass this entry? At the end of year 1. End of year 1. How much is the amount? 28,000? 28,142. Okay, not okay. The day when you're creating the provision, the same day, did inflation come? No. Did inflation come? No. Did interest come? No. But when will interest come? So on this, interest is 0. Okay, not okay. So opening balance 0. Opening balance of CAC 0. Because you recorded CAC now only for the first time for 28,142. Yes or no? On that date, will you create any interest? When did you create CAC? 31st of March. When are you calculating interest? 31st of March. Both are same day. Will any interest come? No. So what is my closing balance of the liability? 28,142 is my closing balance sheet. Sorry, closing value of liability. Okay, not okay. This is statement format. Can we see same thing in the ledger format? Ledger format. What is the entry for CAC people? CAC account debit to DBO payable. In DBO payable account, by CAC. 31st March, entry create 28,142. Okay, not okay. The day you are creating the entry, on the same day you are passing the interest entry also, which is 0. But what is the closing liability? 28,142. So much money I'm supposed to pay to the employee in future. Okay, not okay. This is your liability balance at the end of year 1. This is ledger format. This is statement format. In the question, if they ask you to prepare ledger, prepare ledger. In that itself, you'll get to know what is the interest cost. But sometime in the question, they will not ask you the ledger. How do you calculate the interest cost? For that, this liability sheet will be helpful. Statement format will do it. Okay, not okay. Sorry. 28,142 is the closing balance at the end of the first year. What is the opening balance at the beginning of the next year? Same balance on 1/4, 28,142. Yes or no? Second year beginning, it is 28,142. Will the value of the money be same thing at the end of the year 2? Inge varumbodhu illa inflation varum. So how much inflation I need to factor in? Plus 8%. Apana 28,142 into 8% do it. Into 8%. 2251. This is called as interest cost, which is nothing but inflation ka value, inflation ka amount. Okay, not okay. Sir, what is the journal entry for recording interest cost? Same entry like current service cost. What entry? Interest cost account debit to DBO payable or provision for PVDBO. And this interest cost I'll transfer where? To P&L. Where in P&L? Under employee benefit. Got it, not got it. In the journal entry posting solla mudiyuma. Interest to DBO payable. In DBO payable, by interest. By interest will come. So when this interest will come, 31st of March, by interest, 2251. What will you say? Sir, second year also, current service cost is coming, no? Second year kadasile, employee liability enna? 30401 for that year. On that will interest come? No, because that 30400 ka current service cost, when are you recording? On 31st March. அப்பனா interest is always calculated on the opening balance. Current year current service cost la calculation will not come. Got it? Not got it? Because interest calculation is done at the end of the year, and in the varshatoda current service cost also is recorded at the end of the year. So on that current service cost of the current year, interest will not be calculated. Interest is calculated on which current service cost? Opening balance of the current service cost. Got it? Not got it? Tell no. So now 28,142 is the opening balance. On that interest, then current year ka current service cost. Both put together, all three put together, what is my total liability towards the employee? 60,793. So year 1 and year 2 rendume சேர்த்துட்டு this much money I owe to the employee. Okay, not okay. That becomes the opening balance of next year. Now, third year வந்து opening balance is how much? 60,793. இருக்கா? During this period, inflation is 8%. And the inflation needs to be factored in form of interest cost. So what is 8% of this? 4,863. What is the entry for that? Interest cost to provision for PVDBO. In DBO account, by interest. 4,863. Okay, not okay. Adhe date la, since the employees rendered the service for the third year, you have to calculate the current service cost of the third year. What is the CAC of the third year? 32,813 is the current service cost. So that I'm recording. The total is how much? 98,468, which is the liability for year 1 plus 2 plus 3. அப்பனா employee 3 வருஷம் service கொடுத்து முடிச்சிட்டான். So this much money I have to pay him. This much money I have to pay him. So much is money accrued for 3 years. Sir, if the employee leaves the organization now, how much are you supposed to pay? This much you are supposed to pay. Because here, the benefit is accruing for every year. Purida, benefit is accruing every year. The language says that employee benefit should be accumulated for each completed year of service. So for every completed years of service, he is earning the gratuity, and for us the gratuity expenses being incurred. Okay, not okay. That becomes the opening balance of the next year. Fourth year beginning rate is 98,468. On this interest 8%, how much? 7,877. Okay, va. On the same date, I have to create the CAC. What is the CAC of the fourth year? 35,452. So what is entry for CAC? CAC to PVDBO. In PVDBO, by CAC. Any problem? If you add all the three, this is my closing balance, 1,41,800. And that becomes the opening balance of next year. On that interest is 8%. How much it is? 11,344. 38,288 if I add, which is the that year's 5th year's CAC. Total is 191,432 is the closing balance. Okay, not okay. So this is the balance at the end of the 5th year. 6th year beginning, so much money comes, no? That we are paying. Got it, not got it. Sir, when we pay the money, it should be 2 bank, no, sir. Now listen. Only under this concept, you have 2 choices of entries. You pay pandranike vande, you can reverse the liability. Provision for present value of PVDBO. Provision for PVDBO. Reverse பண்ணிட்டு, what is the amount? 191,432. 191,432. 2 bank you can record. But what is advisable is you break down this into 2 parts. The first part is provision for PVDBO account debit 191,432 and route this through one intermediate ledger called as benefit paid account. Benefit paid account. This is the term that they're using in the I'll show it some other place. This is the term that they're using. Contribution, benefit paid. This is the language that they're using. So in that case, what happens is that you have to route it through one account called as benefit paid account 191,432. Then this benefit paid is now closed and money is going from bank account. So what is the next entry? Benefit paid account debit to bank 191,432. This way you have to do it. Got it, not got it. So if we combine both entries together, this becomes the combined entry. Provision for PVDBO to bank, one entry. But they want this word benefit paid, contribution received everywhere in the ledger. Hence, AS15 is suggesting us to route it through these intermediate ledger called as benefit paid ledger and contribution ledger. Now, where contribution comes, I'll discuss later. Now, what is it? Benefit paid. What is it? Benefit paid. So this entry will come upon making the payment. And look at the beauty. You calculated the expected services to be how much in the beginning? Expected benefit how much? 191, 442. Exactly same amount you got at the end of year 5. Same amount. Got it, not got it. Because with what amount you discounted? With the same amount you added back. Got it, not got it. So you'll have a doubt here. Sir, what if the inflation rate is different? Extra id chaptina, differences varuma, varum. In that case, differences will come. So the money that you are wanting to pay is different and the liability that is come is different. So that difference will be routed through one ledger called as actuarial gain and actuarial losses. Now what that is, I'll discuss in a separate question. Ippodik, I don't want to confuse. Ippodik, I've kept very limited complication in this question. So let's focus on this alone. But I want to put a seed in your mind that sometime, whatever the closing balance, the same benefit paid will not come. Differences will come. Differences will come. In the liability account, differences will come. That differences has to be routed to one account called as actuarial gain and actuarial losses account. Got it, not got it. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா actuarial gain or actuarial losses recognized during the period is been adjusted. So this will come in two places. One in investment account, which is called as plan asset account. Second in provision account, provision for PVDBO account. Why it comes, when it comes, all that I'll discuss in upcoming sessions. Idu okay va? So far what you have discussed in this, do you have any doubts? My first question to all of you, in calculation of defined benefit obligation, what was your step 1? What was your step 1? Calculation of expected benefit. Calculation of expected benefit. So I gave step 1 in your notes. Calculation of expected benefit. How do you calculate? Now this will depend on the language of the question. For now, example in the language. So what is the language? Sir, expected loss drawn salary. In that percentage of benefit, multiply by terms. Sometimes they'll tell you these both will be expected benefit. But term should not be multiplied. So it depends on language of the question. Got it, not got it. How to get the expected LTS? Current salary plus escalation rate. If escalation is for 5 years, add 5% for 5 times. If escalation is for 3 years, add 5% for 3 times. Got it, not got it. That is my step 1. What is step 2? Calculation of allocated benefit. So whatever expected benefit you got, you allocate it over the period of service, over the term. So expected benefit divided by terms of service. Services ka period. Got it, not got it. I will get employee benefit for 1 year. Employee benefit for 1 year to be paid in future. I don't want the future value to be recorded. I want to record it at present value. So what are you supposed to do in step 3? You are supposed to discount the allocated employee benefit. So nee allocated employee benefit on the discount panna appadina, you will get current service cost. So this is allocated future benefit. If I discount it, I'll get the current service cost. Got it, not got it. In preparing this tabular column, always remember the last year is there. No, will be taken as base 1. And if you take the discounting factor 1 divided by 1.10, 1 divided by 1.12 equal to 1 time if you press Ilya, that is previous year ka value. 1 more time equal to previous year ka value. Like that, it keeps on going backward. It keeps on going backward. Got it, not got it. In this case, it is going backward. In some other case, it will come forward. 1 rupee, 0.926, 0.857. Don't by heart. Understand the logic behind it. To make the concept understand, I did the diagram. Inge 1 ruwa appadina, what should be the value? Here. That concept is this concept. Okay, not okay. Tell no. Okay, what is the journal entry for current service cost? Current service cost to DBO payable or provision for PVDBO. This is the most famous language. Okay, not okay. At times they use this also, so I gave both. This current service cost should be transferred to employee benefit at the end of the year. Employee benefit. In fact, this is also passed at the end of the year only. Same entry is passed for transferring to employee benefit also. Same date. Now, I have to calculate the interest cost using liability sheet. Got it, not got it. So how do I calculate? First year, there is no opening balance. I'm creating the employee benefit today only. There is no opening balance. So I pass the current service cost entry at the end of the year. At the end of the year entry, is there any inflation to be done? No. So on the first year, interest will not come. Interest will not come. It will be 0. Okay, not okay. Closing balance will come. Closing balance of the first year becomes the opening balance of the next year. On this opening balance, you have to multiply the interest rate. Got it, not got it. Then On the same date, you have to add the current year ka service cost. I'll get the closing balance. Closing balance of second year becomes the opening balance of third year. On that opening balance, the interest rate has to be multiplied. You'll get the interest amount. And then add with that current service cost of third year. You'll get the closing balance. Okay, not okay. What is entry for current service cost? Current service cost to DBO payable or provision for PVDBO. Okay, not okay. So coming back. Are you done with the expected benefit? Okay. Are we done with allocated benefit? Yes. Are we done with the current service cost? Yes. Are we done with the interest cost? Interest is computed using the liability sheet. Ledger for provision also done. Yes or no? So what is pending? Plan asset. The ledger we have to understand. Extract of P&L and balance sheet is to be understood. Okay, not okay. So can I continue now? Every year, how much money are you supposed to save? So whatever is the current service cost, that is the money that I'm supposed to save. Yes or no? To beat the inflation, what will you do? You will invest money. If inflation 8% apnina, you will also put the same amount at 8% interest rate or more. Got it, not got it. So investment of CSC in any investments. நீங்க வந்து mutual fund பணம் போடலாம். You can put in fixed deposit. You can put in any form of investment. அந்த அடுத்து நீங்க இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா AS 15 says that don't call that as investment. I'll give a new term. Call it as plan asset. What is it called as? Plan asset. So plan asset is nothing but investment only. What is plan asset? Nothing but investment only. Little by little, every year investing. Sir, whatever is the current service cost, exactly that much only should we invest? Not necessary. You can invest more also. You can invest less also. It is the capacity of the business to decide how much can they invest, how much they cannot invest. Got it, not got it. So plan asset is nothing but investment only. Generally, investment is accounted in accordance with accounting standard 13. But this investment will not be accounted as per AS 13. It will be accounted as per AS 15. So what do you mean? In AS 13, it says that investment should be valued at cost or NRV. Sorry, fair value. Cost or fair value, whichever is lower. Who says this? Accounting standard 13. Those who have done AS 13, okay. Those who have not done, I'm telling you. AS 13 says that, like AS 2. AS 2, have you, all of you done? AS 2, what does it say? Inventory should be valued at cost or NRV, whichever is lower. Like that, AS 13 says that investment should be valued at cost or fair value, whichever is lower. AS 15 says that this investment will never be valued at cost, always at fair value. Always at fair value. Okay, not okay. அதுக்காக இந்த இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்டோட பேர் வந்து என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க? Plan asset மாத்திருக்காங்க. So that you don't get confused. Now the question that comes to your mind is, if I record the investment at fair value, then prudence concept is violated. Prudence concept is violated, is what you will tell. Yes or no? Because whenever we value any asset at cost or fair value, whichever is lower, cost or NRV, whichever is lower, it is because of the prudence concept. Yes or no? But here when I apply, I'm applying at fair value. Apana, prudence concept is violated. Possibly it is violated. Yes or no? Tell no. For example, நீங்க போட்ட இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் வந்து 20,000 ரூபாய். The fair value of that is how much? 21,000 rupees. So what does AS 13 says that if I've invested the investment at 20,000, closing balance also should be at how much? 20,000 rupees. Because I will not book the unrealized profit. I should not book the unrealized profit. But இவன் என்ன சொல்றான்? நீ இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ண 20,000 இல்லையா? Today its market value is how much? 21,000. So balance 1,000 rupees you record as unrealized profit. This is going against concept of prudence. Got it, not got it. So your entire accounting standard is primarily based on the prudence concept. But Ind AS is challenging this. Ind AS says that you cannot bring prudence concept into picture all the time. So here AS 15, the valuation of planned asset is done, no. Is done as per Ind AS. Ind AS is not that prudent. Prudent, no. You should be prudent, but you should not be over pessimistic. So here AS is very pessimistic in all the approach. Losses வந்தா ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றான், கெயின் லைட்டா வந்தா கூட ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண மாட்டான். புரியுதா? So Ind AS is challenging this. Guys, understand, whatever accounting rules is formed so far, nobody can say this is 100% correct. People believe that this is a better procedure, but this procedure can evolve, no? Your thought process can evolve, no? So what people thought 50 years ago, what people agreed upon 50 years ago, today that is not there. People have evolved. As economy is evolving, as challenges are evolving, people ka thought process also is getting evolved. What people used to say earlier, prudence, prudence, prudence. Now that people have started challenging prudence. What prudence? Prudence is there in your head. What prudence? India does not agree to be so much prudent. Be prudent, but not too much also. Too much of anything is good for nothing. So this AS 15 concept is got influenced by Ind-AS. Hence, if you see in Ind-AS, at many places they'll value at fair value. Mark to market concept has been applied. Got it, not got it. In the entire final, you'll be less prudent. Rather, you'll be appropriate prudent, not too much prudent. You'll be prudent to one level. Beyond too much prudence also is not good for the business. Apparently, even though prudence concept, you're projecting the entity performance in a bad manner. Because prudence concept says what? Record anticipated losses. When I keep on recording anticipated losses, my profit is shown at lower value. Why should I show the profit at lower value? Because this is going to affect my business. Why? Investors looking at this value, they'll run away. So don't be over prudent also. Don't be less prudent also. Be appropriate prudent at the appropriate level. That is the concept of Ind-AS. Eventually, not very soon, but maybe a couple of years down the line, you might see the flavors of Ind-AS coming in AS. Be mentally prepared for that also. Because over the period, the thought process of people are evolving. So 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, if you come into the picture, you might agree with the concept of Ind-AS and you might bring that changes in AS as well. Got it, not got it. So this is accounting, people. It keeps on evolving decades after decades. Okay, not okay. So considering that, here AS 15 says that the investment should be valued at fair value. And that investment, let me not call investment because people will get confused with the AS 13 ka investment. So here it is called as planned assets. Here it is called as planned assets. Got it, not got it. Now, the money that you invest in the planned asset, we call it technically as contribution. What do we call it as? Contribution. This is the right term used. Even in the financial statement, benefit paid, contribution is a keyword used. Got it, not got it. So now here, when you make the investment in the plan assets, what is entry? When you make the investment, money goes out of your bank account to bank. And money is gone where? In the contribution account. So contribution account debit 20,000 to bank. This entry first you will pass when the investment is done. Then whatever money is there in contribution account, at the end of the year, you will transfer it to the plan investment account. What is my transfer entry? Plan asset account debit to contribution 20,000. Appo in plan asset, what is the posting? To contribution is the posting 20,000. Right? Now in the plan asset account, other items will come. Such as, invest panna irukliya, you can sell the investment also, no? You will sell the investment, no? Selling of the investment will come on the credit side. The money what you've invested will earn returns also, no? That returns will come here. Got it, not got it. Which means, in this question, I've kept the plan asset very simple. Because the objective of this question was not to discuss plan asset. The objective was to discuss the provision for PVDBO. That was the focus. My focus was, in this question, defined benefit obligation, not plan asset. But why I discuss plan asset here is because presentation part I had to show, no boss. Hence I had to discuss this part. So, first year end, I'm contributing 20,000 rupees. Got it, not got it. 20,000 rupees contributed. So what is the entry? Contribution to bank and then planned asset to contribution 20,000. That becomes closing balance of year 1. Opening balance of year 2. Year 2 again I'm contributing 20,000 rupees. Got it, not got it. Sir, can we contribute less? Okay. Current service cost is more actually. What is the current service cost? First year 28,142. Then 30,401. Can I invest less? Yes. Can I invest equal amount? Yes. Can I invest more? Yes. It is purely your decision. Your decision means whose decision? Management decision. Management, can they take the decision on their own? No. They have to take the consultancy from one expert called as actuary. Actuary. What is actuary? I meant to discuss. I'll discuss once this topic is over. So like that, every year 20 is being accumulated. So for 5 years, how much am I investing? Total 1 lakh rupees I am investing. Okay, va? The total accumulation is how much at the beginning of the 6th year? Beginning of the 6th year, 1 lakh. In the beginning of the 6th year, should I pay this 1 lakh or not? Yes. Appo pay பண்ணும்போது வந்து what is entry? Benefit paid. Benefit paid. So what is entry for payment of 1 lakh? நீ pay பண்ணும்போது it is benefit paid account debit 1 lakh to bank. And this benefit paid will be adjusted against your planned asset. So what is entry? Sorry, I said ulta. Benefit paid here means money received. Money received. Apana paisa is coming inside your bank account. So bank account debit 1 lakh to benefit paid 1 lakh. Benefit paid means they are paying us and we are receiving it. Got it, not got it. Now, this benefit paid is knocked off against your planned asset. So benefit paid account debit to plan asset 1 lakh. So in plan asset account, by benefit paid is coming 1 lakh rupees. Okay, not okay. So here the term benefit paid contribution are very, very important. And this is how you'll disclose in your financial statement. So now how do we present this? Once again, Gana. How do we present this? Now, provision for PVDBO is having credit balance. Upon it goes to your liability side. Yes or no? So provision for PVDBO at the end of the first year is how much? 28,142. Yes or no? Plan asset is having the asset balance of 20,000. Yes or no? Plan asset is investment, means asset. Asset will have debit balance. All the debit balance item will go where in the balance sheet? Asset side. So plan asset will come 20,000 a year. So can you show these both like this in the financial statement? No. You have to net off these both and show. Got it, not got it. So AS 15 says that you cannot present this in the financial statement in this manner. You have to net off and show. Net off and show. Net off means what? These both have to minus with one another. Tell me people, in the rendithula, can I not concentrating from that thing? No. Anyways, in the rendithula, which is the higher value? Which is the higher value? Provision is higher value. So from the provision, if I minus the asset, I'll get net provision. Since net provision is coming, it goes on the liability side. It goes on the liability side. So provision minus asset 8142 is called as credit balance because this is credit balance, this is debit balance. So net is credit balance of 8142. Any problem? Since it is net credit balance, it will go to your liability side of balance sheet. My question is, where under liability side? Long-term provision. What did you say? What did he say? Huh? Long-term provision. Where will this go to? Long-term provision. Because this money I'm not going to pay next 12 months of accounting period. I'm going to pay after 5-6 years. Hence, this will go to your long-term provisions. Got it? Not got it? Sir, I have a doubt, sir. If the money invested is 30,000, sure. Provision is 28,142. Investment is 30,000. Now net will be what? Debit balance of how much? How much? 1858. 1858 is your net balance, debit balance. But this will go to the asset side. This will go to asset side. Okay, not okay. Where under asset side? Long-term provision asset side. Oh my God. Akka vandu, sir, why to apply brain so much? Earlier you said long-term provision, no? Inga vanda long-term provision, anga pona long-term provision. Yenakku enna? People let them get confused. Where will this go? Where will this go? Where will this go? It will still go in long-term provision only. On the liability side, in negative. It will go in negative. It does not come on asset side. புரிஞ்சுதா? அக்கா correct. ஆனா fluke correct. Got it, not got it. சரி, okay, right. Understood. இவ்வளோலாம் சீன் இல்லம்மா. இதெல்லாம் எக்ஸாம்ல வருமான்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. But what is there in employee benefit? I told. பேஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கிடையாது. அதாவது this part, presentation part I'm telling you. Theoretically it is there. Practically they have not given. They can ask no. Yes. இப்போ 2026 exam end by. You see the PEP question, RTP, MTP question. Like that one question also is never asked in the past 2-3 attempts. ICL கேட்ட சம்முக்கும் MTP, RTP, until that examination, what question they've asked, there is no connection. Means every attempt, every examination, they're bringing in new variety of question. Don't be surprised. உன்னோட ஸ்கேனர்ல வந்து மொத்தம் 25 வெரைட்டி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா You don't believe that full 25 variety from this only they'll ask. Be prepared. உன்னோட லக்கு சரியில்லைன்னா 26th variety வரலாம். புரிஞ்சுதா? What they will ask, we don't know. It's a huge AS. It's a big, humongous AS. நீங்க ஒரிஜினல் AS எடுத்து படிச்சு பாருங்க. It's a huge thing. I cannot cover the entire thing. But I'm trying my level best to cover what and all we can cover. புரியுதா? Sir, in the statement of P&L, how do we show this? We have only two expenses. One is current service cost and DBO. Interest on DBO. ரெண்டுமே add பண்ணி மொத்தமா காமிங்க. Under where? Employee benefit. That is what is Axis Bank done here also. Axis Bank in this financial statement, what they have done? Current service cost and interest on DBO, they have added and shown as employee benefit. Sir, they have done something else also. We'll come one by one. Don't be in hurry. ஒன்னொன்னு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம். புரிஞ்சுதா? If this is clear, can I give you a break? Oh. Can I give break up loud? Yes, sir. அப்படின்ட்டு கோரஸ்ல. Okay. So what is the time now? 12:19. 12:30. Can we sharp meet? So 1 hour of session where I'll come and discuss with you in depth about plan assets. Because a lot of calculation problems are there here. So we have to discuss one by one. Aram se. Okay, not okay. So guys, let's take a short break of 10 minutes. We'll come back and continue. Thank you so much. Yes, people. Welcome back from the break. So let's continue. So guys, I thought before we head forward to the next concept, which is plan asset, let's do one question from the ICA module, which is based on your provision for PVDBO. What steps we have worked out so far? No, that's based on your question. Let's make that stronger, then we'll go forward. So illustration 9 says that an employee, Roshan, has joined a company on XYZ Limited in the year 2001. 2021 will keep? Okay, 2021. The annual emoluments of Roshan has decided as 14,90,210. Emoluments means employee benefit. Emoluments means employee benefit. Annual means what? For a year. The company has also a policy of giving a lump sum payment of 25%. Giving a lump sum payment of 25%. 25% of what? Current salary? No. It is of last drawn annual salary. Last drawn annual salary, not monthly salary. It is annual salary of employee for each completed years of service if the employee retires after completing a minimum of 5 years. Okay, not okay. Lump sum payment சொல்லிருக்காம். What type of payment they have not told. In the exam, same ditto question will come. They'll put your gratuity or they'll put pension here. Does it matter? Whatever type of emoluments is there, whatever type of employee benefit is there, does it concern me? No. For all of them, the answer is same. The salary of Roshan is expected to be grown at 10% per annum. What is this? Escalation ratio, escalation percentage, increment percentage. The company has inducted Roshan in the beginning of the year. Inducted means what? What is meant by inducted? Appointed Roshan in the beginning of the current year. And it is expected that he will complete a minimum of 5-year term before retiring. It is expected that he'll work for 5 years. Thus, he will get 5 yearly increment. What is the amount the company should charge in the P&L account every year as cost of the defined benefit obligation? What is the cost of defined benefit obligation? Two costs. One is current service cost. Second is interest cost. Also calculate the current service cost and interest cost to be charged per year, assuming the discount rate is 8%. Now, you know how to calculate the discount rate? 1 divided by 1.08. Don't do it. When they have given the PV factor, you don't apply your brain. Ask why they are giving. Because some will take 4 decimal, some will take 3 decimal, some will take 2 decimal. So end answer will be different. To ensure that the uniform answer is there, generally they will give the PV factor in the question. But if they don't give you, do you know how to calculate? Yes. That's all, people. What are they asking? Current service cost they're asking. So what is the first step, people? Calculation of expected benefit. Then calculation of allocated benefit. Then current service cost. Then calculation of interest cost using ledger or liability sheet. Ledger பண்ணீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப பெருசா போகும். So you do it using liability sheet. That's all they've asked. Anything else? அப்போனா ledger not required. Balance sheet presentation not required. P&L presentation also not required. Got it, not got it. Chalo. Calculation of EB. EB stands for not employee benefit, expected benefit. Please write full form. Expected benefit. Now, what is the formula for expected benefit here? Our equation கொடுத்திருக்கான். The company has a policy to give lump sum amount, which is expected benefit, which is 25% of the last drawn annual salary for each completed year of service. So, last drawn salary multiplied by 25% for each completed years of service. How much is the term for him? 5 years. So, what is LDS? We don't know. So, working note number 1. Calculation of last drawn salary. Last drawn salary. So, last drawn salary is equal to current year salary plus increment 10%. Is it? Plus 10% plus 10% plus 10%. How many times will increment happen? 5 times. How do you know? The salaries of the Roshan is expected to grow by 10% per annum. Roshan is inducted in the beginning of the year and he is expected to get 5 yearly increment. இது சொல்லனா கூட வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is understood. Why? Because he has to work for 5 term. 5 term work பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் 6th year கொடுப்பாங்க. And he is inducted when? In the beginning of the current year. Beginning of the current year. So 5 terms he will complete. Got it? Not got it? So in the last line கொடுக்கலனால கூட வந்து you will do 5 increments only. But in this question they have given 5 increments very explicitly also. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time 10%. How much it is? Current year salary is 14,90,210. 14,90,210. So plus 10% if you do like this, how much will you get? In total, after 5 years, last drawn salary. Round 24 lakh is coming. So 24 lakh is a round last drawn salary for the entire year. Come back here. 24 lakh. So whatever is the last drawn salary, 25% of the last drawn salary is to be taken. And for each completed years, this is for 1 year. How many years is completing? 5 years. So 5 terms. How much it is? 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs is your expected benefit. Any problem? This is step 1. What is step 2? Calculation of allocated benefit. So allocated benefit is equal to expected benefit divided by term or terms or completed terms, whatever it is. There's no hard and fast formula. So 30 lakh divided by 5. How much it is? So every year, how much should I save people? 6 lakh. But this is future value. I want at present value. To get at present value, what am I supposed to do? Discounting. So don't write now. Working note. This is a part of working note. To be very honest, expected benefit and allocated benefit both are actually a part of working note. Because what is the main requirement of the question? Current service cost, interest cost, and how much should be charged in P&L. Oh, P&L ka presentation they've asked. I said that time no, but they've asked. Okay. So what is step 3? Calculation of CSC, current service cost. Shit, yaar, format I forgot. Here, allocated benefit. Oh, copy paste from the. I'm asking the answer from your brain. She is copy pasting from the previous question as if I don't know to copy paste. Discounted factor at the rate of 8%. Then current service cost. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ulta. Somewhere I said ulta. So this I'll do ulta income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 always will be 1. Why? Because this is 1 rupee at the end of 5th year. End of 5th year ka value and beginning of 6th year ka value will be same. There is no inflation there. So it is always 1. Here I said go ulta. Do in reverse. So which will you take? Which will you take? Say 0.735, 0.794, 0.857. Then I'll take like this. Arre, ulta goes like this. See, no, 1 say ulta. 0.926. 0.926. Then 857. Then 0.794. Then 0.735. People are like, we'll not wait for you, sir. We'll go fast. 6 lakh is the amount every year. Allocated benefit 6 lakh every year. Total how much? 30 lakh. Tell me the multiplied value, people. Current service cost. Sorry? 4,41,000. Round over that, 441. Then I hope you're using M plus wala symbol. 6 lakh into 0.794. வாங்கடா நானே போட்டுக்கிறேன் காப்பி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணி 4,76,400. Then 14,200. Then 5,55,000. Last one I still tell 6 lakh. Very tough last one. I cracked on my own. Total 25,87,200. This much money I will work hard and make. Then rest of the money, difference is there, no? I will invest and recover. Got it, not got it. So this I'll invest where? In plan assets. Very good. That's all, sir. Game over. Go home. Next is what? Calculation of interest cost. Calculation of interest cost. This format also I forgot. Shit. Particulars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is coming like this now. Oh, like that. Then opening balance of what? Of CSC. Kuchi chadipanane. This is not opening balance of CSC. Which opening balance this is? Opening balance of provision for PVDBO. This is the liability account. Liability sheet means what? Liability ledger ka balance it is. Instead of presenting in the ledger format, we are presenting in the statement format. Purida? Opening balance is 0. Because CAC, you are creating the entry when? At the end of the year. So this 441 ka journal entry is what? CAC account debit to provision. In provision by CAC. Purida? Apana, this is getting added with the opening balance. Add CAC. 4,41,000. This entry you pass at the end of the year. Interest calculation also it happens at the end of the year. How much is interest calculation? Same discounting factor. How much is discounting factor here? 8%. 0. Because in annike na vandu provision create pannano, annike inflation will not happen. So 0. So what is my closing balance? 4,41,000. That has become the opening balance of next year. On the opening balance, first thing what will you do? Multiply 8%. How much it is? 35,280. After this, record the current service cost of the second year, which is 4,76,400. Always go with this format. What is the closing balance? 952,680. That becomes the opening balance of next year. 952,680. On that, multiply first 8% interest. How much it is? 76,214. And what is the current service cost of that year? 5,14,200. 5,14,200. Total how much? 15,094. That becomes the opening balance of next year. 15,43,094. On that 8%. 1,23,447. What is the current service cost of that year? 5,55,600. 5,55,600. Total 22,22,141. 142. Okay. 1 2 1 2 unte. On that opening balance, I see how much. ஒன்னும் புரியாது. Tell me properly, no. 1,77,771. What is the current year service cost? 6 lakh. Total. Mugunda. What happened, Mugunda? Confused ஆகுதா? அப்போ நீ அங்க கரெக்டா கவனிக்கலன்னு அர்த்தம். மாப்பு. That's why I tell every minute is important in class. If you miss, no, gone. Total 30 lakh round should come. Now adjust interest accordingly. How much is interest? 859 adjust பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் It's 1,77,859. They've adjusted. Due to approximation used in calculation, this figure says adjusted accordingly. Okay, not okay. At the end of fifth year, this amount should be equal to your expected benefit. Got it? Mukunda, what is your doubt now? இது இருக்கு. அவனுக்கே புரியல. எனக்கு எப்படிடா புரியும்? நான் இவ்வளவு தூரம் உட்கார்ந்திருக்கேன். பக்கத்துல இருக்கேனே புரியல. யாருக்கு புரிஞ்சுது? உனக்கு புரிஞ்சுதா? புரிஞ்சுதா? தென் ஓகே. நீ கேட்டது எனக்கு சத்தியமா ஒண்ணுமே புரியல. ஓகே, தட்ஸ் ஆல். They're asking what is the amount that should be charged in P&L account every year. அது ஆன்சர் நான் போடவே இல்லை. He's done CSC at present value. Okay. Calculation of interest cost to be charged per year. Okay. This is interest cost. Okay. P&L வர அமௌண்ட் போடல இல்லையா? In employee benefit, you have to show a presentation. So basically, the company should charge in its P&L every year. How much? CSC plus interest cost is charged to P&L every year. அப்போ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is particulars. Under employee benefit, first item is CSC. Second item is interest cost. So whatever is the corresponding amount, take, add and show. This is your total. Total employee benefit. புரிஞ்சுதா? So what is the CSC of first year? I'll do for the first year alone. 4,41,000. And what is IC? 0. So total employee benefit is 4,41,000. Shall I do for second year also? How much? 4,76,400. Okay, wow. What is IC? 35,280. 35,280. Total how much? 5,11,680 is your employee benefit at the end of second year. Third and fourth you'll manage? Third, fourth, fifth you'll manage, or should I do it? Manageable? Very good. Let me read the question. What that is saying? What is the amount that the company should charge in its P&L account every year as a cost of defined benefit obligation? In defined benefit obligation, there are two costs. One is current service cost, second is interest cost. In defined contribution plan, there's only one cost. Whatever money you're investing is your cost. But in defined benefit obligation plan, defined benefit plan, under that the obligation what you have, the cost of that is two costs. One is current service cost and interest cost. That is what I presented here. And that is what is presented in the financial statement of Axis Bank also. Got it, not got it. So in your ICA module, this presentation should have been done. They have not done it. I don't know why. Because the question very clearly asked that what is the amount that should be charged in the P&L every year as a cost of DBO. அப்போ ரெண்டுமே cost of DBO தான். In exam, if the same question comes, I will do this table and come where I will show the presentation of current service cost and IC in the P&L. Got it? Comfortable? Okay. Coming back. Illustration 1. What are the kinds of employee covered in the revised AS15? So this AS15 is not the original AS15. That has been amended. Now we are studying is revised AS15. What kind of employees are covered in AS15? And whether formal employer-employee relationship is necessary or not for the benefits to be covered in this standard. So in this question, is there one question or two questions? ரெண்டு கேள்வி கேட்குறான். AS15ல which all employees are covered? So you have to mention about full-time employee, part-time employee, temporary employee, permanent employee, casual employee. Apart from that, whole-time directors and other management of equivalent level. Okay, not okay. These are covered. அப்படிங்கிற நீ மென்ஷன் பண்ணும். Then whether formal employer-employee relationship is necessary to get the benefit. Employee benefit gets triggered because of three things. One, because of formal arrangement. Second, because of law. அப்ப formal arrangement இல்லாம கூட trigger ஆகலாம். In which cases? In cases of law and informal practices. புரியுதா? So it is not necessary that for an employee benefit to trigger, formal agreement should be there. It is not necessary. That point is what they've explained here little bit in complicated manner. You can read this. If you're not satisfied, not happy, copy paste this in CA.GPT and give a prompt that please give ICAI style answer without compromising the keywords of original accounting standard 15. Beautiful, they'll draft and give you simple English, simple language. Keywords, pakka they'll maintain as it is. Okay, not okay. This they have little bit complicated. It's okay. You can read this as homework. Take this as homework. Here only they have mentioned about contract of service and contract for service. Illustration 1. Okay, va? Clear, no? Do you want me to read the answer? Adan paatha. Next. Our people little less hard work only. Where more hard work they will say. Whether an enterprise is required to provide for employee benefit arising from informal practices. If there is any informal practices happening in the organization, will that first of all lead to employee benefit? Yes. And for such employee benefit, provision is required or not? Wait, don't jump. If such employee benefit is of short term in nature, then provision is required with discounting. Sorry, short term, no discounting, no discount. Provision should be created, but without discounting. But if it is created for long term employee benefit or post employment employee benefit, in that case, provision is created, but after discounting. These are the main keywords. This is still they missed. What are they telling? Will informal practices lead to employee benefit? Yes. Such employee benefit ka provision should be created or not? Yes. If it is short term, then create the provision in the absolute value. If it is long term, then create in the discounted value. Okay, not okay. Please mention that point also now. Mention that. It is not there in the answer. Rishika Purida karna. Rishika Purida. If the employee benefit is short term, employee benefit in nature, create provision for absolute amount without discounting. If the employee benefit is of long term employee benefit or post employment employee benefit, then create provision for amount after discounting. So இங்க ரெண்டு question கேட்டிருக்காங்க. One, will informal practices give birth to employee benefit? Yes. Second, for that, are we supposed to create provision? Yes. How to create provision? Short term na like this, long term na like this. Okay, not okay. Next. Question 3. Entity XY is required to pay a salary of 2 crore. Oh, salary it is. Salary. Is salary employee benefit? Is salary employee benefit? Salary. Employee benefit. Yes. 2 crore for the year 2021-22. It actually paid a salary of only 1.90 crore up to 31st March 22. And a balance in April 2022. Determine the actual cost to be recognized in the year 21-22 and any amount is it to be shown in the balance sheet or not. புரியுதா? One employee's salary is 2 crore. People are not focusing on that. People are for 2 crore salary? Which profession is this? We'll shift the profession. 2 crore salary. Out of that, salary account debit to bank. How much? 1.90 crore, 1.90 crore. Yes or no? This happened for all month. March month salary kudukala. How much is not paid? 10 lakh is not paid. No entry. No entry. Entry will come. What entry? Salary account debit to outstanding salary 10 lakh, 10 lakh. So in your employee benefit, how much is your expenses? 1.9 crore plus 10 lakh. 2 crore is your employee benefit expenses. What category? Salary category. Okay, not okay. Then this 10 lakh is what? Short-term employee benefit, because this 10 lakh I'll pay within next 12 months of accounting period. So I will show this under short-term provision in the financial statement. Okay, not okay. That is what they've mentioned here. Now, I still have half an hour left with me. Can I go to the next concept, which is plan investment? Panlama? Super. We have to open the ledger. Okay, well, let me read the question. Example 2. When investments are made, means investments are done and withdrawn in the beginning of financial year. There are 4 scenarios. What scenario? நீ இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பண்ற பாத்தியா, இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் வித்ட்ரா பண்றது, investing money, withdrawing investment, both are happening in the beginning of the financial year. This is one variety of question. Second, investment done, money withdrawn at the end of financial year. This is second variety. Third variety, investment done, withdrawn in the middle of the financial year. Okay. Last one is investment done whenever I want, withdrawal done whenever I want. Now in the fourth scenario, the problem lies where how to calculate the income on investment. So 4 scenarios I've given. In 4 scenarios also, the way you calculate is different. Okay, not okay. Little technical, so please pay full attention. On 1 April 2025, in the plan asset account, there is already an opening balance of 50,000. What does this mean? Apana, this much money is already invested in the past year or past years. Appa, this plan asset is not current year ka investment. This investment is coming from several years. Okay, not okay. So this goes as my opening balance on debit side or credit side. Plan asset is investment. Means asset. Asset will have debit balance. So opening balance comes on debit side. So please take a ledger, write plan asset and pass the entry. 2 balance brought down 1,425. Fast. Sir, you will not do? No, I will not do. I've done already. See here. This is my hard work. So 2 balance brought down 50,000 rupees. Any problem? Tell no, this is very difficult. Okay, wow. Then the question further says that on 1,425, contribution to plan asset. Look at the language. They have not used the word investment in the plan asset. What is the language? Contribution. Is the keyword. You have purchased further investment or you have invested more money. What is the journal entry for investment? When you invest the money from your hand, money goes out to bank. How much money went out? 10,000. This is called as contribution. So contribution account debit 10,000 to bank 10,000. Okay, not okay. So this contribution account should be transferred to the plan asset account. So what is the transfer entry? Plan asset account debit to contribution 10,000, 10,000. In the plan asset account, record this 10,000 in the debit side of plan asset. Record this 10,000 in debit side of plan asset. Who's the opposite party? To contribution. On what date? What date? 1/4/25. To contribution 10 lakh. Sorry, 10,000. Sometime they might combine and pass the entry. If they combine and pass the entry, what is the combined effect? Contribution gone. So what is the combined effect? Planned asset to bank. In that case, what will come? To bank will come. So depending on what entry you have passed, the posting will come accordingly. No difficulty? No difficulty. On 1/4/25, same day, benefit is paid out of the plan asset. Benefit paid out of the plan asset means what? This much worth of investment you have sold it and you have given to the employee. You have given to the employee, which means what? On the same day, some employees resign and to him, we have to pay the employee benefit. So for that paisa, where will it come from? Investment. So now with it, idhilundu kaasu kudupen. Got it, not got it. 15,000 rupees people. What is the entry? Benefit pay pannumbodhu what entry will come? You got the money in your bank account. So bank account debit. How much? 15,000 to benefit paid 15,000. Then this benefit paid is transferred to the plant and asset account. So what is the entry? Benefit paid account debit to plan asset 15,000, 15,000. So record is 15,000 in the credit side of plan asset. Who's opposite party? By planned asset. Sorry, by benefit paid. By benefit paid. So whenever by benefit paid 15,000 comes on the credit side, no, it is indicative that this money is withdrawn because asset is what? Increase asset, debit. To decrease asset, credit. When do we increase asset? When investments is done. When do the asset decrease? When the investment is withdrawn. So investment is withdrawn for what purpose? For paying the benefit to the employee. Got it, not got it. Sometime the entry could be what? By bank also. When will by bank come? When you're not routing it through the intermediary account. Up and now this and this is knocked off. So what is my combined effect? Bank account debit to plan asset. In plan asset, by bank will come. By bank will come. By bank will come. Any problem? Okay, wow. Can I continue reading now? Online people, can I continue? Online people, respond no.
Yes, sir.
Others. How many of you listening hands? Raise your hands. Those who are listening to class, raise your hands. क्या पूछना? Okay. Akhil, Rudra, Srinidhi, Lakshana, Darshini, Niveda, Dikshita, Ragarni, Srivan, Jivashri, Srinanda. That's all. Dhanush not listening, Reshmi not listening, Charan not listening. Ah, you're listening. Okay. Reshmi is listening. Okay. Vaidi listening. Okay, no problem. Understood. Emotion understood. Conveyed. Sushmita not listening, Charan not listening. Okay. Now, expected effective rate of return is 10%. Expected effective rate of return is 10%. Now, I have something to explain, but I will not do it now. In the example Mudito, example 2 and 3, when I come to the example 4, that time I will explain what is the meaning of expected or effective rate of return. Okay, not okay. Ipo, normal interest calculation you are doing. This you are habitual from which standard? 11th standard. Vaddi calculation bundling expert. Since 11th standard, we are doing interest on capital calculation, interest on drawing calculation, interest on loan by partner, interest on loan to partner. You are specialist in interest calculation. Same thing only, no? 31st March, closing balance of the investment is at fair value because AS15 says that always value the planned assets at fair value, 52,000. Okay, wow. This is closing balance. So 31st March, closing balance is 52,000. Okay, wow. Write it down. So in your ledger, 4 data are available. 2 balance brought on 50,000, 2 contribution 10,000, by benefit paid 15,000 and by balance 52,000. Yes or no? Okay, wow. Now I have to calculate the interest. My question goes to all of you. How much money is invested for how much period throughout the year? All this is happening on the same day. You started this account with 50,000 balance. Means what? 50,000 balance is invested in the beginning of the financial year. You put how much from your pocket extra? 10,000. How much is withdrawn? 15,000. So what is the net investment? 45,000. On which date? 1/4 itself. Apana, from 1/4 to 31st of March, throughout the year, you have done investment for 45,000 rupees. How much returns will you get? 10% returns you'll get. So multiply 10%. How much it is? 4,500. Any difficulty? Difficulty will not come in case 1, case 2. Case 3, case 4 only alva will come for you. Wait, eat nicely. This is Jujupi. Now this is what? Your returns. Means what? So much money you invested at so much percentage. This is your return on investment. Return on planned assets. That is called as expected returns. What is it called as? Expected returns. Okay, okay. What is the entry for expected returns? The income that you earn has to be credited. Debit all expense and losses, credit all income and gain. So to expected return account, credit 4,500. Paisa vandircha? Have you received the money? No. When will you receive? In future. Anything that we receive in future is asset. So what should I debit? What should I debit? You will say accrued interest. My dear, who said this 10% is only interest? This 10% is return of multiple investments. இதுல ஒரு பங்கு FD interest இருக்கும். இன்னொரு பங்கு will be dividend on mutual funds. So it is an average returns of multiple types of investments. So you cannot say this entire 10% is interest. Got it, not got it. So what will you debit this as? You will debit the asset account. Which account? Plan asset account. So plan asset account debit 4,500 to expected return. Got it, not got it. So unoda principal amount of investment is there in what ledger? No, in the same ledger you are booking your expected returns also. Okay, not okay. What is entry for this? Plan asset to expected return. So record this 4,500 in the debit side of planned asset. Who's opposite party? To expected return 4,500. Got it, not got it. Okay, wow. Till this game is clear? Game is not over. Now listen, main concept I'm going to discuss. In the beginning of the financial year, how much was your investment? 50,000. On the same date, how much further investment did you make? 10,000. On the same date, how much money withdrawn? 15,000. How much should be the money? Your money with the investor is how much? 45,000. அது போக he has to pay me 4,500 more on income. Don't say interest. It is return on investment. Okay, wow. From that person, how much money should I recover? 49,500. This is the worth of actual investment. Actual investment. Yes or no? I'm supposed to receive 49,500 in future. This is my investment value actually. But question says that the fair value of the plan asset, in the asset நீ வித்தினா உனக்கு 52,000 will come அப்படின்றான். How much will come? 52,000 is the worth of the investment at the fair value. This is the cost price. This is fair value. So AS 13 says that investment should be recorded at cost price or NRV, whichever is lower. But AS 15 says that always record the investment at fair value. Apana 49,500 worth of investment, actually how much it is? 52,000. Got it, not got it. ஏன்னா நீ போட்டிருக்க பணம் வந்து it is invested in mutual funds also. It will be invested in stock market also. So there the value of the investments will go up and down. Got it, not got it. So now tell me people, your investment value is increased by how much? 2,500. Now this 2,500 is called as actuary gain. What is it called as? Actuary gain. Now the question that comes to your mind is, what is meant by actuary? Why do we call this as actuary gain? Okay, well, can we start the discussion now? Okay. Tell me people, we did one example, no? Example 1. Adala vandu they've asked you to calculate the last drawn salary. How did you calculate? Current salary plus escalation rate. Yes or no? இது calculate பண்றது அவ்வளவு ஈஸியா? You said your current service cost is so and so. Do you think is it that easy? உன்னோட கம்பெனில என்ன ஒரு எம்ப்ளாயியா? How many employees are there? There will be hundreds of employees. Each employee is belonging to separate category. For each category, the increment in the salary will be different. அப்போ இவ்வளோ பேருக்கு நீ calculate பண்ணணும். As an auditor, can you sit and do it? If only this much is there, we can do it. But this is not alone there. There are a lot of other calculation. In between, lot of employees will come. They will go. Apana. And the ratio of people coming in and going in, that also we have to do adjustments. Got it, not got it. Last drawn salary, இன்னைக்கு நீ சொல்லியிருக்க 10% increment. In between, you will change also. புரியுதா? So, lot of factors will get changed year on year. As a CA, can we sit and do this calculation for the client? Will we do? Getting this current service cost, whose responsibility it is? As an auditor, is it my responsibility to get the current service cost, or is it the responsibility of the management? It is the responsibility of the management. As an auditor, you will not prepare the financial statement. You will audit the financial statement. Yes or no? Audit means what? Checking. Apana, whatever current service cost they have returned, is this right or not? You will check. Do you think management is capable of doing all this adjustments? Or actually getting a point, the lot of adjustments that he has to do, lot of calculations. You think all management are capable of doing this? No. So this kind of employee benefit calculation is very, very complicated. It involves two things. One, mathematics. Second, science. Oh my God. Maths and science both put together. In the course of parent Tarima, it is called as actuarial science. Actuarial science. I'm telling you, this is one of the most, or I'd say rather, I will say, this is the only one toughest course in the entire country or world, I will say. In India, there are less than 1,000 actuaries who are working. Only that much. Less than 1,000. Some 800, 700 numbers. அவ்வளவுதான். Since several years. How many CAs are there? Lakhs of CAs we can say. How many actuaries are there? விரல் எல்லாம் அவ்வளவுதான் இருக்காங்க. Less than 1,000 I said. Less than 1,000. அவங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கூட பெருசா நம்ம மாதிரி லட்சக்கணக்கிலாம் கிடையாது. அவங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் மொத்தமாவே பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. அது மாதிரி இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. Because this is one of the toughest course in the entire world. One of the toughest course because it involves a lot of mathematical calculation. You have to be very strong in mathematics. Super duper strong. What we saw present value, no? 0.01% of max. அங்க மேக்ஸ்ல வந்து புலவர் என்ன சொல்ல தமிழ்ல புலவர் சொல்லுமா top of that if anything is there that you have to be புரியுதா it's lot of estimation involved lot of complicated calculations got it not got it so he will do the calculation on behalf of the management and tell you all this data he will pass the entry what are you supposed to do no அவன் P&L current service cost இவ்வளவு போட்டிருப்பான் அது கரெக்டா இல்லையாங்கிறது you will cross check with the actual valuation report. And we did this. So all the companies where I did, when I was in Deloitte, when I did auditing work, we never sat and did any of these calculations. This calculation, what we're doing now for examination purpose is only for examination. In real life, you will not do this calculation. This calculation is done by management, but management is not capable of doing it. So on behalf of management, who will do it? Actuary. So whatever the report is saying, this is current service cost, this is interest cost, this is asset ka value, fair value, this is liability ka fair value. All that we take from actuarial report. Got it, not got it. Tell no. Okay, not okay. So now, actuary is saying that the worth of this investment is 52,000. As per me, how much it is? 49,500. So because of actuary, the investment is increased by 2,500. But this gain has been computed by whom? Actuary. Hence, it is called as actuarial gain. Nobody will talk about all this. They'll do the answer, go. But I'm putting in your head how this actually gain is coming into picture. If you don't believe, I've also showed you the report of Axis Bank. What is it? Actual loss or gain. If gain is more than loss, it is net gain. If loss is more than gain, it is net loss. They show separately actual gain and loss. Okay, not okay. This actual gain and loss is also recorded under employee benefit, where along with current service cost plus interest. If gain vanda, gain will be showed in bracket. Sorry, expenditure only comes in bracket. Are donkey fellow. Current service cost is what? Employee benefit means what? Expenditure. In expenditure, plus means expense, minus means gain. Yes or no? But gain vanda in bracket. If expenditure comes without bracket. Got it, not got it. So in employee benefit, 3 items are coming as of now. With regard to DBO, what is it? Current service cost, interest on DBO, and then actual gain or loss on DBO. Okay, not okay. So here we've got a gain or not. We have got a gain. So what is entry for this? Plan asset account debit to actuary gain. Actuary gain. So in plan asset account, to actuary gain will come how much? 2,500. Always this will be a balancing figure. Always this is going to be a balancing figure. Next, the question will ask you, what is your actual return? So, expected return plus actual gain, both put together is called as actual return. In our example, what is your actual return? 4,500 plus 2,500 is equal to 7,000. This is your actual return. They'll specifically ask in the exam, what is the actual return? So, you have to add these both in right income. Now, listen. Expected return appadina profit. Can we have expected loss also? Yes, because you're investing money in what? Mutual funds, which can be subject to loss. Apana, by expected return will come here. By expected return will come here. Apana, that is minus 4,500. Apana, expected gain means plus. Loss means minus. Actual gain means plus. Loss means minus. I'm talking about actual return. When you're computing from the return point of view, this is how you'll show it. Got it, not got it. Employee benefit நீங்க காமிக்கும் போது எல்லாமே உல்டா ஆயிடும். Loss will become positive and gain will become negative. So எங்க present பண்றீங்க information அது பொறுத்து where plus will come, where minus will come, you have to apply your mind. Okay, not okay. It's not a big deal. It's a basic common sense point. Okay, va? Okay. In difficulty. So how I calculated my expected return, I showed the calculation here. If this is clear, can I go to the next topic? Example 3. Have you completed the ledger? Over? Clear? No problem? Okay. Now this is example 3. When the investments are made and withdrawn at the end of the financial year. End of the financial year. Opening balance 50,000. Investment at the end of the period 10,000. Investment withdrawn at end. Expected effective rate of return is 10%. Closing balance is 52,000. Tell me people, ledger, can you do it? Till this, do the ledger. 1,425. Two balance brought down 50,000. At the end of the year, 31st March 26, two contribution 10,000. By benefit paid 15,000. Till this you finish. Till this you finish. Online people, video where? Which are the videos? Done? Do it fast. Done? Now, sir, how do we calculate the expected return? Same calculation. First, talk about opening balance. How much is opening balance? 50,000. My simple question to all of you, this amount was invested in the planned investment throughout the year or not? Throughout the year? Yes. Apana, on opening balance, 50,000 for the entire year, 10% we have to calculate, which is 5,000. Yes or no? This is my expected return. Okay, wow. Okay. What is the next amount? Next amount. Contribution. When did you do the contribution? 31st March, you did the contribution. 31st March to 31st March, will you get any returns? இன்னைக்கே நீ பணம் போட்ட இன்னைக்கே உனக்கு பணம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வந்துருமா இன்கம் வந்துருமா முடியாது அப்போ ஆன் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் நோ இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் எம்ப்ளாய் பெனிஃபிட் சாரி பெனிஃபிட் பெய்ட் இஸ் how much 15,000 இந்த இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ண அமௌண்ட்ல இருந்து பெனிஃபிட் வித்ட்ரா பண்ணியிருக்கேன் அப்பனா on the entire 50,000 have you earned interest or not? Yes. Had you reversed the money அதாவது இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் இங்க வித்ட்ரா பண்ணியிருந்தா அப்படின்னா then on this 15,000 rupees 10% interest you have to reverse. But in this case, not required because you withdrew the investment when after earning the income for the entire 12 months, earn பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் withdraw பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. So on this 15,000, no need to minus your income. No need to reverse your income. Got it, not got it. So what is my expected return? 50,000 into 10%. So fund invested throughout the year is how much? 50,000 plus 0 minus 0. So this entire 50,000 was invested throughout the year. So on that 10% return is how much? 5,000 rupees. That is your expected return. Entry, you know what to do? What is entry? Plan asset to expected return 5,000. Okay, not okay. Now, closing balance is given in the question already 52,000. And this is always at fair value. This is always at fair value. Who will give this? Actuary will give. So now the difference is going to come as actual gain or loss, which is 2,000 rupees. If the balancing figure comes on debit side, it is gain. Credit side means loss. Any difficulty in this? Easy. Very easy. Since it is very easy, very low chances of this coming in exam. Masala is there. Where? Next example. Where will you cry? Next example. Where will tears come? Next example. Will watery tears come or red blood tears will come? It depends. Can I do it? Can we do it? Can I start? Okay. Whenever the investments are made or withdrawn in the middle of the financial year, the calculation can be done here in two ways. How many ways? Two ways. Both the ways I'll teach you. Whichever you feel comfortable, you can adopt. Okay, wow. Now, opening balance, same 50,000. Contribution in the middle of the year, 30 September or 110. இது ரெண்டு தான் டேட். இது தவிர்த்து வேற எந்த டேட் இருக்கக்கூடாது. April to March, middle is what? Either 30 September or 1 October. So this should be 30 September or 1 October only. Got it, not got it. Now, on the same date, benefit paid also is 15,000. Expected effective rate of return is 14.49%. 14.49%. So I want to make you understand what is meant by 14.49%. 100 rupees you're investing. Okay, wow. Interest is 10% throughout the year. Tell me, people, what is the interest? 100 into 10%, which is 10 rupee. Yes or no? Online people, tell no. 100 into 10%, which is 10 rupee. Equal to what is my closing balance? 110. Closing balance 110. Now, if I tell you I don't give you interest percentage, I don't give you. I'm giving you opening balance. I'm giving you interest in absolute amount rupees. And I'm giving you closing balance. If I tell you to calculate the percentage, can you calculate? So 1110 minus 100. What is my income? 10. Divided by 100, which is the opening balance if I do. What is my earning rate? 10%. Got it, not got it? My simple question to all of you is, this 10 rupee what I've earned, interest, is it simple interest or compound interest? Is it simple or compound? First year में simple count, middle of the year. I mean second, third year. ले लो. Per annum, simple. Quarter means compound. Here 10% we calculated for the entire year. Simple or compound? Sir, simple என்ன sir? Compound என்ன sir? When you get interest only on principal, if you want interest only on principal, it is called as simple interest. When you get interest on principal as well as interest, it is called as compound interest. வட்டிக்கு மேல வட்டி. Compound interest. Got it, not got it? This 10% is interest only on principal. So this is your simple interest percentage. Got it, not got it? So when does compounding comes? When the interest is getting reinvested in the regular intervals. You go to bank for putting FD. So banker will ask you, sir, வட்டி இருக்கு இல்லையா, வருஷத்துக்கு ஒரு தடவை வேணுமா, இல்ல if you want, that is, do you want to do interest compounding or not? If you say I want to do interest compounding, the next question that he'll ask is, do you want to do quarterly compounding or half yearly compounding or annual compounding? அப்ப அதுக்கு என்ன அர்த்தம்? I'll explain now. Here, I want to compound for every half year. I want to compound for half year. அப்படி என்ன அர்த்தம்? So for first half year, I'll calculate the interest. That interest also I will reinvest. And on that interest also I want further interest. Got it, not got it? So tell me people, this is 1/4. This is 1/10. This is 31st of March. 100 rupees I've invested here at the rate of 10% per annum. What is my interest here? 100 into 10% into 6/12. How much it is? 5. புரியுதா? Now, previously, here also I got 5. But that 5 was not reinvested. Even if it was reinvested, we did not get the interest for that. புரியுதா? நமக்கு அது பணம் வந்து சேரல. பேங்கர் என்ன பண்ணிருப்பான்? அவன் வந்து வருஷம் மாசம் சம்பாதிச்சிருப்பான் இல்லையா, அந்த பணம் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான், அவன் ஆக்சுவலா இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்கான். அவனுக்கு அது லாபம் வருது, ஆனா அந்த லாபம் உனக்கு கொடுக்கல. Because the interest what you've taken from the bank is simple interest. What is meant by simple interest? You are saying as a customer, I'm okay with the interest on principal. If you're a shrewd investor, you will say, no, no, no. The interest what you're getting in middle, no. That also you reinvest. On that also I want return. So as an investor, I'm interested in compound interest, because in compound interest, my earning will be more. Okay, not okay. So here banker says that 5 rupees interest on. What I'm saying, this 5 also you invest. On this 5 rupees also I want interest. So here in middle of the year, what is my total investment now? 100 plus 5, it is 105 is your total investment. Now what is the interest for this period? Here it is 105 is your investment. Eppadi 100 principal plus 5 rupees interest. So total investment is 105 into 10% is interest for per annum into 6 by 12. How much it is? 5.5. 5.25. Okay. 5.25. So what is the total investment worth now? 110.25 is the total value. Yes or no? This plus this is equal to 110.25. Can you please tell me what is your effective interest rate? I don't want per annum interest rate. I want effective interest rate. நீ வட்டிக்கு மேல வட்டி earn பண்ணலையா, அதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு earn பண்ணிருக்க? I want that. Got it? Not got it? So 110.25 minus 100 divided by 100. How much it is? 10.25 மொத்தம் சம்பாதிச்சிருக்கீங்க out of 100. In terms of 100 is equal to how much? Percentage will be how much? அப்ப 10.25. அப்பனா your actual rate of return is not 10%. It is 10.25. Because this 0.25 extra return, from where did you get? Interest on interest is this extra percentage. This is called as effective rate of return. Effective rate of return. If I ask you what is charging rate? Charging rate is 10%. நீ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சார்ஜ் பண்ண பாத்தியா, நீ சார்ஜ் பண்ண பர்சன்டேஜ் எவ்வளோ? 10%. ஆனா கடைசியில் எஃபெக்டிவா சம்பாதிச்சது எவ்வளோ? 10.25%. So here in the question, the rate what they will give you is not charging rate. They'll give you effective rate of return. Who is calculating this effective rate of return? Actuary. How is he calculating? இப்போ நீங்க போட்ட பணம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, some amount you put in the fixed deposit. So for that interest what it is, he'll calculate. Some amount he'll put in the mutual fund. For that what dividend came, he will calculate. அவன் மொத்தமா calculate பண்ணி இதான் ரேட்ங்கிறது உனக்கு கொடுப்பான். Got it? Not got it? So this calculation, as a CA, should we sit and do it? We can do it. But are we supposed to do it? No. This all is to be done by the management. But management is not capable of doing this. Hence, they appoint actuaries to do these calculations. Got it? Not got it? What we are discussing now is just 1% of actuary. 99% நிறைய calculations இருக்கு, ஏகப்பட்ட calculations இருக்கு. Entire insurance business is surviving because of actuary. Because in insurance business, what are you supposed to do? Do a lot of forecasting. எப்படி forecasting? To so many people, already policies been sold. இதுல இருந்து எவ்வளவு பேர் claim பண்ணலாம் அடுத்த வருஷத்துல? How many people can claim in the second year? If at all the claim, what will be the claim amount? To pay that claim amount, how much money should I have? To have that money, how much insurance should I sell? At what value should I sell? அவ்வளோ லோலா இருக்கு இதுல. So if actuary is not there, no, insurance business will not exist. Because full calculation is done by actuary for insurance business. Insurance business is relying on actuary. They pay heavy money to actuaries. Crores and crores of rupees they pay to actuaries. So after CA, if you want to pursue actuarial science, please do it. I'm telling you. Cry, you will cry. I'm sure. Tears also will come. Not watery tears. Blood red tears will come. But crores of money you can mint. I'm telling you. Okay, not okay. Now, this is called as effective rate of return. Okay, va? Apana, this return is including your compounding effect. 10% was charging rate, no compounding. This 10.25 is including your compounding effect. புரிஞ்சுதா? Now the question is, how do we calculate? How do we calculate? Two ways I'll show. Calculation of expected return. Now, listen now, very important. This is not clear அப்படினா போச்சு. This based question will come in exam. During this period, contribution is happening. What is this date? 30th of September or 1st October. So how much is the contribution here? 10,000. How much is the withdrawal here? 15,000. Okay, wow. My question to you, opening balance is there? No. Opening balance, how much it is? 50,000 has been used in the business for how many months? Full 12 months. So your ICA says that the 50,000 opening balance on this, you multiply the effective rate. So expected return on opening balance. First, always calculate on the opening balance. From what date? From 1/4 to 31st March for full 12 months. So opening balance into expected rate of return. 50,000 into 14.49. 50,000 into 14.49. This 14.49 is not the charging rate. It is the expected rate. Means what? Including the compounding effect. So whether it is monthly compounding, whether it is quarterly compounding, or whether it is half yearly compounding, adella compounding பண்ணிட்டு இந்த amount கொடுத்திருக்கான். யார் கொடுத்திருக்கான்? Actuary is given. So should I sit and break my head here? No. So in total, this 50,000 rupees is earning income every month. Every month ka interest or income is included for investment, then that is called as monthly compounding. This 50,000, if it is fetching me quarterly income, if that quarterly income is reinvested, that is called as quarterly compounding. It can be any type of compounding. All the compounding done and given is this rate, 14.49%. Got it? Not got it. Upon 50,000 into 14.49 is the interest on this. 7,245 is the income on opening balance with the compounding effect. Okay, not okay. Okay, wow. Okay. Next. For net contribution, I'll do a separate calculation. Upon step 1 is the interest calculation for the opening balance. And second step is the calculation for the net contribution. Net contribution means what? Nee panna contribution is add, withdraw panna amount vandu minus. If the answer is positive means you have invested more money. So the money is invested more means return what you will get will be more. Sometimes this can be negative also. Means what? The money that is withdrawn is more. அப்ப withdraw பண்ண பணத்துல உனக்கு வட்டி வந்துருச்சா? இல்ல. வந்திருக்கிற மாதிரி காமிச்சிருக்கீங்க இதுல 50,000. இப்போ நீங்க ஒண்ணுல 10,000 rupees நீங்க கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணிருக்க அப்படின்னா 15 is withdrawn. No. That extra 5,000 from where it is withdrawn? From the opening balance. But opening balance la வட்டி எப்படி calculate பண்ணீங்க? Oh, full opening balance I got income. Like that fully you calculated. But on 5,000 rupees, you did not get the income. So that income you need to reverse. Got it? Not got it? So 55,000 is there. No, net contribution multiplied by 7%. 7%. This 7% is the half month interest rate. Prida, in the period of the interest rate. Now the question is, how do we get the 7%? How do we get the 7%? Paklama? Now listen. Before I tell this, what is the charging rate? 10% per annum. Yes or no? Tell no. What is half yearly interest rate? 5% is half yearly interest rate. Correct? Charging rate per annum. This is charging rate for half yearly. What is effective rate of return? 10.25%. Okay, not okay. Now, they are asking you, what is the charging rate for half year? I want this. How do you do this? So for that, there is one mathematical formula. Sir, root எல்லாம் போடுறீங்க சார். நீ இவ்வளவு ரூட் போட முடியாது, நான் இந்த ரூட் போட முடியாதா? 1 plus AR minus 1, the whole multiplied by 100. Oh my god. AR stands for 10%. 10% means 10 by 100. 10 by 100 in decimal is how much? 0.10. Apana 0.10. Okay, not okay. I said tears will come. No. Man, it's okay. Don't cry. 1 plus 0.10 minus 1, the whole multiplied by 100. அந்த 100 கூட விட்டுடலாம். வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. when it comes I'll teach. leave it. now leave it. இதான் ஃபார்முலா. இதான் ஆக்சுவல் ஃபார்முலா. how much it is? 1.10. 1.10 ஓட square root is how much? 1.10 square root you know how to do in calculator, no? 1.10 பக்கத்துலயே ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் இருக்கு, பிரஸ் பண்ணுங்க. 1.0488, yes or no? minus 1, 0.0488, yes or no? This is in decimal. I want percentage. Multiply by 100. How much it is? 4.88. 4.88 means what? 5%. So this 5% is which? Full year or per annum charging rate? No, this is charging rate only for 6 months. This is the charging rate only for 6 months. புரிஞ்சுதா? Using this formula, the interest rate what you derive is only for half year. You cannot apply this formula for any other method. If it is quarterly compounding, monthly compounding, அப்படினா அதுக்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் ஆகாது. This is only for half yearly compounding. This formula is applicable only for half yearly compounding. Okay, not okay. In the same manner, now they've given what is the effective rate in this question? 14.49% கொடுத்திருக்கா. We want this. We don't want this. ஏன் தெரியுமா? Because we want to calculate the interest for the remaining 6 months. I want half year ka rate. Got it, not got it? Tell no. Now apply the same formula. What is the formula? You tell formula first. Root of 1 minus AR. Oh, plus, okay. You'll not forget this, no. Minus put answer varadu. Plus put no. Minus will come later. First, income. Then expense. Income plus expense minus. Will you forget? 1 plus 14.49 divided by 100 is how much? 0.1449 will come. Yes or no? Tell no. Am I wrong? No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who said yes, sir? 1 plus 1, sorry. 1.1449. The square root is how much? 1.07. Minus 1 is how much? 0.07. Into 100 how much? 7. Oh my God. What a magic. Same 7%. Sushmita, louder clap பண்ணுங்கண்ணா. Sunita, sorry. Sushmita சொல்லிட்டேன். Sunita, louder clap பண்ணுங்கண்ணா. She's clapping. Oh, wow. This is only possible if the investments are made and withdrawn in the middle of the financial year. மற்ற questionsல இது செல்லாது. Okay, not okay. Tell no. Any problem? So on net contribution of 5,000 which I withdrawn, 7% interest for the 6 months period, I need to reverse. In the full 50,000 was not invested throughout the year. In that 5,000 investment was withdrawn in middle itself. So வரும்னு நினைச்சிட்டு நீங்க வட்டிங்க கால்குலேட் பண்ணீங்க இல்லையா, அது வரல, அது ரிவர்ஸ் பண்ணோம். So 7245 minus 350. So what is your net expected return? 6895. Got it, not got it? Tell no. Okay. This is one way of doing it. This is what is given in your ICI module. Alternative 2 is there, no? இந்த மண்டை யோசிச்சது பார்க்கலாமா? Alternative 2. If you want, I'll do it. But it is nice because in this there is some masala. Masala here means what? A clarity will come here. In this, a clarity of concept will come. You say I'll discuss or else I'll leave it. Okay. In this method, you have to calculate interest in 2 parts. For first 6 months separately and for remaining 6 months separately. Got it, not got it? So now, for the entire period, in middle, there is a net contribution of 5,000 rupees in negative. Okay, wow. For this period, what is my half year interest rate? 7%. And for this period, what is my half year interest rate? 7%. So what is my annual interest rate? 14%. What is my effective interest rate? 14.49%, which is after compounding effect. நான் கேட்கிற ஒரே கேள்வி, from 1/4 to 30th September, how much money was invested in the plan investments? 50,000. So on 50,000 into 7%, how much it is? 7%, madam. She's telling into 6/12. Wait. into 6 by 12. Madam, the 7% is already half. That's why to give a clarity in beginning, I asked if 7% is this half and 7% is that half, total per annum how much? 14. இப்போ மாமா நீ வந்து 6.2 பண்ணினா முடிஞ்சது மாமா. This is called as fully mistake. Boss, இந்த fully mistake, பள்ளி mistake எல்லாம் எக்ஸாம்ல வேண்டாம் கண்ணா. கஷ்டப்பட்டு 90க்கு போராடிட்டு இருக்கேன். நீமா லுக்கு பாரு, அப்படி பேன் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்க நீ. பயமா இருக்கு எனக்கு, இப்படி பண்ணாதம்மா நீ. விட்டா குச்சி வச்சிருந்தா மண்டையன்னு போட்டு அந்த அளவு லுக்கு கொடுத்துருக்கேன் நீ. பயந்துட்டு நான் அப்படியே ஹார்ட் அட்டாக் மட்டும் வரும் மிச்சம் எனக்கு. So guys, I'm calculating the interest for 6 months at 7%. This is interest for 6 months. புரியுதா? So 50,000 into 7%, how much it is? 8,000? 7 5 35. 3,500. Any problem? Now think and tell me, from this period to this period, how much money is invested? Sir, opening balance is reinvested. Don't you think this is also reinvested? Interest also is reinvested. Now, appa company if it varum. Yes. So this 50,000 add returns for first 6 months. How much is the contribution done? 10,000. How much is money withdrawn? 15,000. So what is the net investments? 48,500. This is your net investment for remaining 6 months period. Yes or no? Appo 48,500 into 7%. How much it is? 3,395. Total how much? 6 and same thing. Now why I did this is because somewhere in your mind it has to go there. This 3,500 is reinvested in the second method. In second method, the interest is getting added to the investment. Visibility is shown to you. That visibility was not there in method 1. Hence, I was forced to do with you method 2. Got it, not got it. In exam, whatever method you do, I'm okay with it. But this method I did on purpose to make you understand that whatever interest or income is earned in the first 6 months, it is reinvested in the second 6 months. Hence, your 14% charging rate versus 14.49% ka effective rate is difference. இது சேஞ்ச் ஆனது காரணம் என்ன தெரியுமா? இந்த 3,500 is got reinvested. No. அதனால தான் அந்த per annum ரேட்டும் effective rate வந்து மாற்றம் வந்திருக்கு. Got it, not got it? Show me this much intense explanation anywhere. Madam, anywhere before? Before? No. Only one and only piece. Maja came or not? Calculation of charging rate for half year. Full year means same and more 7%. How much it is? 14%. Okay, not okay? In scatter, one question is there. Opening date, benefit paid 30 November. 30 November is not middle of the year. It is somewhere random date. Correct? Adhe mari inward contribution 30 September. Which means what? Can I say here the investment is done in the beginning of the financial year? No. Can I say investment is done at the end of the financial year? No. Can I say here the investment is done in the middle of the financial year? No. Apana, this first question of your scanner is your case 4, where the contribution or the withdrawal is happening on a random day. So here the interest calculation will differ. Got it, not got it? Hint kudukuren. The way you calculated interest on capital in 12th standard, interest on opening capital, additional capital and drawings against capital, same ditto way, no difference. This is why I say your basics are very, very important. Lot of topics will be connected to your basics. But this, I will not do it today. Time is up. So we'll do this in next class. Okay, not okay? So technically, 70% of this AS has been done. 70 to 80% has been done. 20% residual is pending. So most probably next class when you sit for 3 hours, 3.5 hours, we are done with the AS. So with that, I'll put an end to today's session, people. That's all from my side for this session. I will see you all in the next class. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care. Thank you so much.